What up, everybody? It's your boy Thinker here. How are ya? How is it going out there? Ooh, listen to the crack. Oh, there it is. The 8:30 at night. Red Bull hits different, but we remain the same. Awesome as always. I hope you are doing very well out there. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. Payton Talbott. You might know Payton Talbott, up-and-coming fighter. Was on Matan Even's show. Now, if you're not familiar with Matan Even, I think it's Evan. Matan is a YouTuber. He's a bit of a troll comedian. He's got this very surrealist show. And this is actually, for me, very much an overlap of two parts of my life. Now, a lot of you out there who have not been around for a while might not know this, but some of you who've been around for a minute might. I used to write for a comedy project called Haddock News, which was an absurd comedy program with mixed media, primarily puppets and animation and stuff like that. And I miss doing it, to be perfectly honest. I really enjoyed doing it, but I have a very deep love of absurd humor. On that shelf back there. Where is it? Yep, on the very end there. Very last thing is the box set of Monty Python's Flying Circus. The quintessential absurdist comedy program. So this is a realm that I am very familiar with. And Matan, I think, is actually carrying the torch, carrying the baton of absurdist comedy pretty well. I have to say, I like the guy. He's a young kid. He's like 20s, I think, like early 20s. I want to say he's like fucking 21 or 2 or something like that. I mean, I don't even know if he's old enough to drink, but the kid is pretty funny. And he often has fighters on his show. So, I watched an episode of him with Dominic Cruz, which I thought was pretty interesting. And now Payton Talbott on here. And of course, Payton Talbott, a lot of people have questioned whether or not Payton Talbott is straight or gay. There's a lot of conversation for whatever reason about this kid. He's got a sort of flamboyant personality, and there is speculation about his sexual orientation. Now, do I care about that? No, not in the slightest. However, I do think it would be somewhat interesting if we did have an openly gay fighter. But what I have come to understand is that Matan Even does outright ask Payton Talbott about his sexuality on this show. And this might be the first time that Payton has ever confirmed or denied what his sexuality actually is. So, again, really, I wouldn't be doing something like this if we had fights on, but we are in the dead of MMA winter, and the only thing on was boxing today. So, your boy is not watching that if I don't have to. So we're going to hang out, and we're going to just have a good time watching some YouTube videos and just relaxing. I thought I silenced you. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Hey, stop that. Anyway, pardon me. How are you guys doing out there? Beeb, checking in early as always. Rick Allen has one testicle. I mean, this may or may not be something that would be of interest based on the subject matter that is going to be discussed here today. Who knows? We're going to find out together. Hydra, coming in early as well. Your 3 favorite things, Matan, a zesty guy, and Payton Talbott all in one stream. Hey, wait a second. You talking about yourself? I mean, I wouldn't falsely apply that, but I do know you're interested in certain elements of Thai culture. Anyway, Red Bull, Nature's Nectar. Yes, Nectar of the Gods. We are on our bullshit right now, 8:30 at night, but you know how your boy gets down. CTE, also checking in. Yo Yama on a Tuesday night. Let's go indeed. People, I also want to say, this is just one other little note here, and I'm not trying to blow it out of proportion, but I have to appreciate in a major way. I guess I put the cart before the horse with that. Let me rephrase this. I don't want to blow out of proportion the amount of views that the video is getting. However, I do want to give the just due credit and appreciation for all of you guys hyping the Ilya Taporia video, because that video has now been one of the most viewed videos of this style of video that I do now when it comes to the more direct reporting, quote unquote, whatever, direct commentary videos that I do. Those videos don't usually get the highest views on the channel, but this one has, and I've been seeing the hypes in the, on the back end there, and it apparently is helping. So thank you guys very much for hitting that hype button, because I guess that's exactly what it's for. We were talking about that on another stream recently, and if that's what's doing it, whatever is doing it, I don't, I'm sure it can't hurt. And I really appreciate that you guys would use those on my stuff, because I guess you only get a certain number of them a week. So do want to say thank you very much for that. And we are getting so much closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. We are within 40 subs now. Pretty crazy to think about. Matan's podcast is one of like 3 podcasts I listen to, including Yam. Appreciate that. Yes, I like Matan too. That's what I was saying. Matan is very funny. I think that he's got a shtick that works for him. He's, I would say, character driven. He reminds me a little bit of like Ollie G back in the day. If you are familiar with that, Sacha Baron Cohen, another DVD box set that I have on the shelf there. Borat and that style of thing. I like it where you have a character interacting with real people. I think that you get a greater depth of reality out of the real people when you have somebody who's intentionally playing a character, and the comedy definitely flows thereafter. And also, I think Matan is pretty smart, I have to say. For a young guy, he seems somewhat intelligent. And when it comes to comedy, especially in 2026, in the year of our Lord, 2026, it is now more crucial than ever that if you are going to endeavor to be a comedian, that you actually have a fucking brain inside of your head. Because so many people are comedians, quote unquote, air quotes around that very loose term for a lot of these people. But some people really nowadays, it feels, we were talking about this recently as well on another stream, but it feels like sometimes nowadays people, they try to present themselves as comedians just so that they can say inflammatory stuff without an ounce of cleverness to it. And that I cannot stand. But Matan seems to be pretty intelligent. So he says somewhat, inflammatory things. He asks inflammatory questions of people. But I think that there is a cleverness to his entire presentation and everything. And we're going to find out together if that's what this looks like. So we'll get into this in just a couple minutes here. He's been 17 for like 6 years now. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, right? He's actually like 21 or 22. I just knew that he was young, because that's the thing. He's been online since he was like 11 or something. You know what I mean? Like one of those kinds of deals. Obviously, as time progresses in the online content creation world, like people are starting younger and younger. So I think that like, I don't know for sure. I think I seem to remember seeing like in a bigger video about like comedy. I forget what the subject was, but like it showed like some of his earliest videos, and he was like a fucking, legitimate child. Like he was a fucking like adolescent. So the kid's been doing his damn thing. And he, another thing that I like about Matan from what I have seen is that he is out amongst the people. Like he's not like, you see me, I'm a cave dweller over here, blacked out fucking windows in my little dome. But Matan actually takes it to the streets. He's out amongst people. I've seen him do man on the street kind of stuff. Apparently he was at Skankfest, which I have always wanted to go to Skankfest. Skankfest sounds like the greatest last bastion of like real comedy of the style that they do. Shout out to Legion of Skanks, one of the best podcasts out there. And Matan is, he's doing the thing like with, IRL, you know what I mean? Like, and it takes a level of talent to keep a character up in a public setting because anything can happen, and like you really have to be on your toes. So I give the kid some credit based on what I have seen. You know, I'm only going off of the little bit that I know. I don't know all that much about him, but you know, I know enough to know that I've liked what I saw. I care about his sexuality. That way he can consensually bang. Wow. Hello, Hydra. Jeez. All right. Well, I mean, you know, we're going to find out together if that's something that he actually might be interested in. James definitely cares about fighter sexuality. Only Mackenzie Dern. Just went over and did it, and it looks like there's a bonus amount you get to put on what YouTube classifies as small channels. Yes, yeah, that's what the hype system is, apparently. We looked into this a little bit on stream another night, where basically, like, the interesting thing for me is I don't have it on mobile for me on my personal accounts. Like, I have, you know, a couple other, like, YouTube accounts that I do different things with, and I don't have it on any of them. So I've never actually been able to, like, see it in action. But apparently what it is it's like, you put the hype on it, and it assigns point values to it, and then that puts you on like a leaderboard, and then it somehow helps you in the algorithm and like pushes you out to more people. If that's the case, I mean, I'm squarely within that small creator frame, you know, when it comes to the number of subscribers. So again, can't hurt, only can help, and I really do appreciate that you guys would think of this channel to do that kind of thing with. So thank you very much for that. And thank you for doing it, CTE, and everybody who has done it. I certainly would be doing it if I could, but for some reason it does not show up on my app. Maybe I have to update the app or something. But my phone is like fucking new, so I don't know. It gives like thousands of points since he's under 1,000 subs, and I assume so. I hope it's giving a big boost. Yeah, well, I mean, I know that the most recent video has been doing very well. I mean, for the views that I normally get on the more straightforward commentary style videos, it's done exceedingly well. So I think it's almost up to 1,600 views. And again, that's small potatoes in the big picture, but for this channel, that's really good. So we're going to get back to putting out shorts as well. Once the fights start coming back around, you know, I usually reserve the shorts for the podcast. So hopefully what'll happen here is last week's fights starts to grow. The Friday free-for-all starts to grow. The streams start to grow, and the videos all start to grow, and thus the Yamaverse is complete, and you are a part of it. So thank you for being here right now at the ground floor. Plus, even on the less viewed videos, it's liked by almost everyone, so hopefully the algorithm sees that. Well, that's what I've always thought, too. It's like, and again, these are things that I'm very appreciative of, but I see the likes coming in on the videos, and I'm always like, obviously the core audience is enjoying it. So like, why is, because there's the impressions versus the views. You know what I mean? When the views go up, the impressions go up as well. The impressions is how many times the video is presented to people with the option for them to click on it. So like when you scroll past a video on your feed, that's an impression. You know, if you click on it, then it gets the view, but an impression is just being served to you. And I'm always like, yeah, I mean, obviously if people are coming to it early and getting and liking it enough to like be early to the video, then shouldn't that be boosting the impressions? But they just kind of go like hand in hand almost. It's not like the impressions go exponential and then the video just gets the views that it gets. They sort of just handshake agreement in whatever trajectory they're going to be on. So the hype thing seems to be helping with all of that, you know, within that framework. So, you know, liking, commenting, hyping, all of those things help. And just being here helps. So again, thank you very much. Hey, speaking of the podcast, the #1 co-host on the planet checking in, Chase Parton. How you doing, brother? Love the activity you've had lately. Bro, I'm all in, brother. I love it. I mean, it all goes back to the same principle that I feel insanely blessed to have the core group that we have here. Like I have always said, we have the best chat in all of MMA YouTube. So if you guys want to hang out with me and do this kind of stuff, then the least that I can do is show up. And I really appreciate the opportunity to do that because it's my favorite thing in the world to do. So I hope Beeb loves me as much as I love him. Brother, loving Beeb is mandatory when you're around here. That is absolutely necessary. That's why Rick Allen goes away for so long. He gets banished because he has animosity towards Beeb. We protect Beeb at all costs around these parts. All right. Well, would you guys prefer full screen for this? Is that better? Let me know if you like that better. I want to keep the, or at least I like having it with this up so that you can see the channel and the title. I want to give Matan the proper credit for the video and all that kind of stuff. But let me know if you prefer this view or the full screen. Full screen, I got you. All right, yeah, that's why I kind of thought. A little bit harder for me to see because screen's kind of big for me, but that's all right. This is not exactly a. I don't think I'm gonna have to like pay a close attention to everything going on. Although there are certainly things happening in the background sometimes. If Thinker didn't have a channel, I'd be watching fights with him. Is the Discord VC? Oh, in the Discord VC, and telling him to start a channel. Core audience is stuck now. I appreciate that. I hope you guys are using the VC, by the way. The VC is there for you guys. I mean, I think there's only like 3 slots. I can open that up more. I can make that. I think I have the ability to like change the amount of like participants in there. So if you guys want to be using the voice chat, by all means, let me know. I can open that up more. But just be prepared for it to be filled with a bunch of fucking, where's the link, bro? A bunch of link beggars. Link brokies. Fucking haunting the Discord. All right. I think it's obvious it's a Matan episode when it's on. Yeah, no, true. I mean, I guess that is a good point. Yeah. Yeah, that is a very good point. But, again, as a creator, I like to make sure that all just credit is going to the, people who deserve it and stuff. And, again, shout out to Matan for the content in general. I mean, the kid's been crushing it. Fucking, what did he have? Hold on. He's got, 1.46 million subscribers right now. The kid is fucking running the game. You're linkless. You come around here, you're asking for links. Brother, you need to get yourself your own links. Hoist yourself up by your bootstraps. That weird, like, almost British accent that he has because he is British, but he's, like, not really British because he's, like, Andrew Tate is, like, because of the whole Romania, United States, Britain element of him, he's sort of, like, he's like a pan-cultural dude. He's got like no accent at all anymore. You know what I mean? It's like this weird, like middle way that he's got. It's very odd. It's like almost Brit. All right. Headphones going on. Matan Even. This guy who is not Payton Talbott. Who is this guy? I guess he's Matan has like a rotating cast of like his like sidekicks, I guess you could call them. But it's hard to even call them sidekicks. Like they're like bit characters. That's I think what more accurate description of them. It's like he's got the one guy who like his head pops out. That guy is really funny because that dude just keeps that face on at all times. So I think that's hilarious. Link panhandling folks. Yeah, exactly. Fucking link panhandlers. Tate is the only guy to sound foreign in every country. Legit, dude. Oh, shoot. By the way, I need to turn this on. I forgot to do that. Hold, please. There it is. Sorry about that, but... stop. I hate that it does that. All right, you good? Yes. Now I can do this. Aha! So for anybody who is out there, if you are just lurking and you are not already following or subscribed, if you follow or subscribe and have your subscriptions public, you will get the chee wee wee, because on a stream like this, I do not have to mute the desktop audio, so chee wee wees away to anybody who decides to do that. Or if you super chat, the ultimate homie move. Ferrari jacket is viral flooring. Viral flooring. Yes. Yeah. That is a great name. Does that actually refer to anything, or is that just a really funny pairing of words? Viral flooring. I love that. That's a fantastic at handle for the chat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could see someone in chat being named Viral Flooring, and I would be like, yo, really good username. Just like the Tattletale Strangler chatter every once in a while. Shout out to that guy. I love that name. Lachlan, what's good, my guy? Yo, Yama, this is one hell of a lunch break. YouTube refresh. Let's go, bro. I hope you're having a great day at work, my man. We will get into this video to give you a little bit of the show before you got to get back to it. He makes flooring viral, super viral. Oh, dude, yo, well, that's a skill in and of itself. Let's go. All right, speaking of let's go, let's actually go. Let's listen to this thing a little bit. Let me turn this up just a little bit. Let me know if the volume is okay.
As for today's guest, we have Payton Talbott. Welcome
Talbott.
in, please. And for today's co-host, we have my manager, Viral Flooring. Welcome in, Viral Flooring. You wanted him to go in first? Was that like a thing because you wanted to sit in that chair over there? I know you mentioned that.
Yeah, I did. He just beat me to it. Prefer to be
because he would have
have like a
up.
Is that a Wiimote? What is he holding? Looks like he's holding the nunchuck for a Wii.
You wouldn't have had a mic, so that kind of would have messed up the show.
I think it would have gotten you some more views, maybe.
If you didn't have a mic, you were just
No,
talking.
if you got beat up by him.
He won't do it on camera unless he feels like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so please just pull the mic close to you and introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about and all that one.
My name is Payton. Nice to meet you.
Well, yeah, I just said your name, but maybe tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, it's a Wii controller. What the fuck? So he comes in and he sits down and then he stands back up and folds the chair. I love this.
What you do for a living, all that stuff.
I'm 27 years old. I was born in Las Vegas. I like to listen to music. Been playing a lot of Overwatch lately. Yeah, I'm in LA for the week.
And what people know you obviously as a UFC fighter.
Okay.
What are some of the other things people might know you from?
I legitimately thought that Payton had like snot coming out of his nose, but he's got one of those like little tiny nose piercings, which I am not a fan of. I don't like the bull ring.
I mean, yeah, most people probably know me as a UFC fighter. I think. What else? What else would they know? Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, because you have some haters. What do you have to say to your haters who call you a bad fighter? Some call you an annoying person and even gay.
I would just say,
See? Also, I like the editing of this show. I think the editing helps a lot. The quick cuts are very good.
they keep it coming. The hate only strengthens me.
But obviously that last thing isn't true, right?
Which one?
The gay thing, kind of a nasty thing to say about somebody.
Is it nasty?
Is being gay nasty or is it a nasty thing to say?
No, is it a nasty thing to say?
That's a nasty thing to say. To say, hey, you're gay?
Why do you think that?
Would it be nasty to go and say, hey, you're ugly?
Yeah, but gay doesn't mean ugly.
I'm not saying that it's a synonym. Well, it kind of is, at least in my head. But you
See, I mean, he's making a good point right now. And in fact, I think Payton's handling it very well. Just to reel it back just a little bit, this is why people of the LGBT alphabet don't want gay to be used that way, is because it is a negative association with something that in this day and age probably should not be looked at that way. So I kind of think that Payton's I think he's spot on, and I think he's handling this rather ridiculous line of questioning pretty well. Yeah, exactly. Bad fighter, annoying person, and even gay. Well, let's see what he has to say.
know what I mean. I'm saying it's not something that would be nice to say. You wouldn't go up to a random guy and say, hey, you're gay.
Well, yeah, because you're using it that way. You're in. See, it's the intention versus the actual language itself, right? Like, if you are using, hey, fuck you, you're gay. Like that's obviously charged language. That's how I use that term a lot, charged language. Because that's the intention behind it is a it's adversarial. But to just say, hey, he's gay. If he's gay, then sure. But I guess sexuality is not something you really want to falsely apply to anybody, Don't assume that sort of thing. And even if you do assume it in your mind, maybe you don't actually say anything about it, because if you say something about it either way, it's kind of weird. You don't walk around just saying, oh, he's a straight guy. I guess it's just sort of assumed. I don't know. No lie, bro, do look a little rainbowish. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? It's not just the look, it's the zestiness, right? I mean, it's the pole dancing, it's the tight shirts, it's the what we used to back in the day at least call the metrosexual aspect, where he's kind of sort of a pretty boy-ish, I guess. And then of course the biggest portion of all of it, I would say, is probably the fact that he hangs out with Frank Ocean so much. And of course Frank Ocean is openly gay, so people have speculated that they might be a couple and all that kind of stuff. So there are reasons that people might think one way or another about Payton. Whether it's true or not, he's been pretty tight-lipped on, but I guess he's about to let us know here. Labels are dumb, just fuck who you want. Apps, dude, CTE apps, it's so, 2026, it is absolutely ridiculous that anybody would give a fuck about anything like that anymore. Like, bro, as long as you yourself are not being fucked by someone who you don't want to be fucked by, then I really don't see how it bothers or affects anybody. It's very strange to me. Again, and it goes back to that old, the old adage, like the people who care the most about it are probably repressing something themselves. But I'll never forget. Most of the chat right now is probably too young to remember, but there was a senator. Forgot what the guy's name was, but if I heard it, I'd be like, that's him. There was a senator who was like a hardcore right-wing anti-gay crusader. He was a dude who was like out there on the podium, like, hey, we gotta, no gay marriage, being gay is a sin, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff, like really going after him, like in an aggressive way, like a proactively aggressive way. And he ended up getting arrested for soliciting male activity in the restroom at the airport in his town, where this dude was the representative of. This guy, how A, dumb, and B, brazen do you have to be the anti-gay crusader senator and then go to the airport in your city and like try to initiate gay sex at the airport bathroom? I mean, think about this in general. Don't you think that, I've been to an airport before. If there were two people fucking in the bathroom, I think it would be kind of obvious, and that would be really weird. So maybe you just figure out a way to be gay outside of cruising in an airport bathroom. And then also maybe you don't make it your life's mission to also suppress and take the rights away from people who are also gay because you hate yourself. That's not a good thing to do. However, it can be funny to call someone gay. Yeah, well, absolutely. That's why I think Matan is actually really made me laugh when he's like, well, the way that I use it, it's kind of mean. It's like, yeah. I'm saying it's like, I don't know if it's just naturally funny or if it's him being clever, but either way, it's like you can see the humor in it, You thought Jordan Levitt was gay, but bro is married to a woman. Yeah, Jordan Levitt is married with child, and he no longer tweaks. He no longer twerks. So he is reformed. But he does wear some really funky platform shoes. Kind of dope. Are you talking about the I'm a gay American senator? I believe so. Yeah, I think that was him. What was his fucking name, though? Oh, my God. It's going to kill me now because I clearly remember it. If somebody finds out and puts in the chat, I'll be like, that is absolutely him. Grindr activity always spikes in whatever city the Republican National Conference is held in. Yeah, I mean, this is it sucks, man. And like, I really don't want to bash religion specifically or any one religion or any of that kind of stuff. But I do think that there is a large portion of it where it's like you're grown when you're born and raised into something. You grow up thinking that this thing that is natural to you is wrong, and then you don't have a healthy outlet for it, so you turn it into self-hatred and by extension negativity towards other people. Larry Craig, that is the correct answer. Yes, sir, Beeb. 10 points for you. That is absolutely who it is. Larry Craig, that is the man. Larry Craig, who his justification, this is the greatest thing I had ever heard. This is the reason why it stuck in my mind so much back in the day when it happened, because what he was doing in the men's bathroom was he was like, so, you know, you're sitting on the toilet in the bathroom and there are stalls. He was putting his foot, like, you know, if this is your foot in your stall and there's the divider is here, he's putting his foot over here and going like, hey, buddy, hey, how you doing over there? Like that kind of thing. Playing footsie under the stall to try to say, hey, come on over and let me put it in my mouth. Pause. No pause for him. So he did that consistently, and I guess maybe he was either doing that or having that done to him on a consistent basis because people were finding out. The police put a sting out on the airport bathroom for this. This was a rampant problem that he was a part of. So what he said, and this is the greatest thing I have ever heard, when he was caught, his justification for what he was doing was, and I quote, "When I use the bathroom, I have a wide stance." Because you know how it is when you're on the toilet. You spread your legs as far as they go to either side. You're doing the splits, taking a shit. That's a normal thing that guys do. Everybody does that. This motherfucker. Fuck you, Larry Craig. Not even for the, like I said, dude, I mean, in public, maybe you don't, but you know, the actual activity itself, go do that. Don't limit other people for it, whatever. But fuck you for thinking that you could use that as the excuse and that anybody was ever going to buy that. I have a wide stance. You know, I'm over here like this. One leg's over here. I've actually pulled off the rare headstand shit before. I have self-swirly taking a shit. Very rare. Only the most skilled can pull this maneuver off. How do you not end up shitting on yourself? Well, unfortunately for Larry Craig, he did just that. Ba-dum-bum. Lying on the floor while shitting. I'm telling you, like, this dude was doing the backstroke. Or probably wanted the backstroke done to him.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't because you don't know.
I'm saying, so these people don't know you.
You can know if somebody's ugly at a glance.
You wouldn't know if somebody's dumb, but you wouldn't go up to somebody and go, hey, you're a dumbass, right?
I mean, Matan's kind of cooking right now. He's backing Payton into the corner.
Yeah, but I just don't think that being gay is much of an insult.
You would go up to just a random guy and call them gay?
If they were gay, I mean, it's just what they are. I don't think I would really explicitly say that. It's just like, you're a boy.
Yeah, they... Good save for Payton, but that is a very funny concept. Like a guy that you know is gay, and you just walked up to him like, hey, Steve, you're gay. He's like, yeah, I know. You're wearing a black shirt. Yeah. Let's shake hands. You just shake hands and walk away.
Or like, you're a boy with black hair. It's just like a state of being.
So you don't view being gay as a negative connotation?
I just don't really see it as an insult.
Okay. So what's your response to those people then? About you being, some say you're a bad fighter, some say you're annoying, some even say you're gay. It seems like
Spit it out, Payton.
you don't really care about the gay thing.
No, I mean, I wouldn't really have a response, honestly.
To any of it?
No, I mean, I guess my response to the fighting thing would be that I would just continue to fight and just put on good performances. What was the second thing?
Some said you're annoying.
Okay, well, if you think I'm annoying, then
I
don't really have much to say about that. I just feel like, all right.
I don't know why people think that he's annoying. Like, if they're actually, I mean, I think that he's probably just making up, you know, you have to have a 1-2 and then the gay thing. People, I guess there are some people that are annoyed by him. I think he's actually a really chill dude. Like, he seems like kind of like a kind of chill dude that's like, yeah, Peyton's cool. Like he doesn't really seem much one way or another. You know what I mean? Like because I would say, oh, he's chill, but he's not like the kind of guy that'd be like, yeah, I'd want to have a beer with that guy because he just sort of seems boring. You know, like I mean, and again, not in a bad way. Certainly, if Peyton wanted to, fucking grab a brew, I wouldn't say no. But like, he wouldn't be like my first choice. You know what I mean? Because he's just sort of there. But I'm not annoyed by him, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I think that's really a thing you can respond to. I personally think you're a pretty good fighter. I was just looking to make sure about the last thing, but you're kind of beating around the bush about it.
Do you think I'm beating around the bush?
It sounds like it, because you turned it into a thing like it's not even an insult. I mean, I guess if that's how you want to answer it. I don't even have
It's just like not, I mean, well, if you want to ask me if I'm gay or not, you can ask me.
Are you gay?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's like...
Oh, that's fucking great. Are you gay? No. All right. Let's fist bump over this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now I'm kind of curious if Matan actually, what his thoughts on it are. Like, is he a person who legitimately does think that being gay is a bad thing? I don't know. Because I mean, like, I'm taking it all as comedy, but like, if he has some, homophobic views, then that's unfortunate. He doesn't insist upon himself. Yes, that is correct. That is exactly how I view him as well. In a fine way. Like I said, I always think about anybody that I don't know as if they were a coworker. You know what I mean? Because I think a coworker is the exact right way to think about anybody that you don't know personally and how you would approach them, because coworker is a unique personal dynamic where you interact with the person on like somewhat of a regular basis, and you have the ability to get closer with them if you so choose, but you can also choose the exact opposite. And so that's just like what I put the mindset that I put myself in anytime that I'm evaluating a person that I don't personally know. If Payton Talbott was a coworker of mine, I'd be like, yo, what's up, Payton? And I'd be cool with him. And I would eat lunch with him on occasion, and then that would probably be it. And we'd be fucking friends on, I'd follow him on Instagram, and I'd like a post every once in a while. And that's about the relationship level that it would reach. Because I'd be like, Peyton's a cool guy, but like, I don't need to be more than that. You know what I mean? Like, that's enough. That's a perfectly fine level. I like the guy. We're cool. There's no problems. Like, I definitely don't think I would ever have a beef with a guy like Payton Talbott, at least based on the way he acts. Peyton's the guy you want to do shrooms with. Maybe. He does seem chill enough for it. I would definitely not say no. That might be one of the things that could bring us closer together. Now, bringing it back to my analogy, if Peyton was the coworker and he was like, "Yo, I mean, you want to hang out with that?" I would be like, "Damn, Peyton might be cooler than I thought." Maybe I'm becoming more friendly with this guy than I thought before.
Why the nugs?
Because it's like you told me something good.
Because I was honest with you.
No, because...
To your knowledge, I was not. I was honest to you.
Yeah, but honest, if you told me you were gay and that was honest, I wouldn't have given you knock.
Oh, so you have like an internal lie detector test. You knew that I was telling you the truth.
No, you told me something that I like to hear that made me more comfortable to be around you.
Well, see, and this is where like I don't know the character well enough. Like, is that part of the character? Or is he legitimately? See, this is one of those things where the line is blurred. You don't know what's real and what's not, and that makes it enjoyable to me. But like at the same time, I don't really want to be like supporting Matan if he's got like actual, bigoted views. I would assume that he doesn't. Me and Peyton will both know for sure how to answer Matan after shrooms together. Damn, Hydra's got a legitimate man crush going on. That's character. Okay, I kind of thought. I mean, it would, because like if not, then he probably would already have been in like the like fucking Candace Owens land. You know what I mean?
All right, heard.
Yeah. If somebody paid you over $300 to take a dive, would you do it?
300?
Over
Ooh.
300. Could be like 305.
No,
Really?
no.
I thought that the whole thing is that the UFC, the fighters are complaining about their pay, and now you finally have the opportunity to take a dive and you don't do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Matan asking the real. Is Matan possibly the best MMA journalist? Because he's asking the real questions right now. Damn, I did not expect to actually get like a legitimate, real deal, hard hitting question. But ask him straight out. Obviously, I would assume Matan, he, like I said, he interviews a lot of fighters, so I got to assume that he has a passing interest in the sport at the very least. So I would assume that he knows about the Bulgarian situation. This is a real deal problem we talk about on the show all the time. So I appreciate it. Ask him straight out. And now now if Payton ever is in a situation like that, we can always refer back. So, damn, Matan asking the real deal questions right now. Give the guy some fucking credit. IRL, he's got friends of different sexualities and races, to my knowledge. Fair enough. I treat the Matan podcast like Baron. Yeah, I was talking about Bo-Rod earlier and Ollie G. I'm a huge fan of the old school Ollie G show. Got the box set back there somewhere. If it's offensive for the bit and it's normally very funny. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't know him well enough to like know where the line is. And some people blur that, you know what I mean? Like there are definitely creators that like kind of push that envelope a little bit, where it's like, I don't know where they actually lie. And to be perfectly honest, there are people that I still think are extremely funny. Again, I come from a school of comedy where even if I don't agree with the person, I can still enjoy it as long as at the end of the day, they're keeping it within comedy. Because like Anthony Cumia is probably the best example of this. That's a very conflicting figure in my life. Because on the one hand, he is one of the funniest people on planet Earth. Anthony Cumia, don't get it twisted. He is one of the quickest wits and biting sense of humor that you will ever hear. On the other hand, he holds some very bigoted views. So it's conflicting to me. I grew up on Opie and Anthony. I'm a huge fan to this day. Him and Jim Norton together is the greatest comedy duo of the modern era. Modern now. I don't even know if you can consider it modern anymore. But like in the 2000s, that whatever, of the recent times. Him and Jim Norton together is comedy gold every time. But it's hard to rationalize that the views that he holds on race and other things. Obviously, Jim Norton, but again, I take it back into the realm of comedy. If he was such a bigot that he couldn't see past those, he's talked. Him and Patrice O'Neal had some of the greatest comedy interactions of all time together, and Jim Norton is married to a trans woman, and they're comedy partners in a way a lot of times. So. Obviously, for, comedically, he gets past that. That's where I come from. I don't care about, like, where you fall on any things as long as you are not actively trying to harm others with your views and can keep it comedy and civil within that world, too. No shame in having a crush on Payton. He's definitely top 3 most attractive male fighters. Huh. Okay. I don't know. Who would be the other two? I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could name them. Definitely not Sam Hyde level blurred. Yeah, Sam Hyde is a great example of what I'm talking about. Sam Hyde is possibly the best example of what I'm talking about. Hydra, you hit the nail on the head. Because Sam Hyde, personally, I've never really even found Sam Hyde to be that funny. I know that that's sacrilege to a lot of people. Like $1 Million Extreme, I've watched it. I've laughed at certain elements of it, but like, I just like it feels like there's something I'm missing a little bit sometimes. Whatever. I never actively hate on it though. Like I'd never be like fucking fuck those guys or anything. I respect them as comedians. But Sam Hyde is very much exactly what I'm talking about, where that line is a little bit too blurred because that. I don't know. He would say because I have heard when it comes to Sam Hyde that. He like, oh, well, he trained Harley Morenstein for the boxing thing, the YouTuber boxing event or whatever, iDubbbz is his thing. So obviously he's not an anti-Semite. But I mean, it's like, bro, how much anti-Semitic stuff can you say and imply before, like, it's like, okay, so you fucked with Harley one time. Like, I don't know. And then I've heard him say some really racist things about black people too. Again, like, if it's all for the bit, then okay. But like, it's just hard to believe that it's all for the bit, I guess. Adam 22 versus Jason Love. Didn't that already happen, or did that not happen already? And I could give two shits less. That is one of the dumbest things I have ever heard. Talk about milking engagement and hype around something that was a dead horse after the first time that Love fucked his wife. I got to give Adam 22 an odd modicum of credit, I guess, for taking the cuck gimmick to the farthest logical conclusion. He has spread that gimmick so goddamn thin, it's almost incredible. Kane's eligibility for parole has been moved to next month. Yes, I did see that. Let's fucking go. Free Kane. Free Kane. I cannot wait. I can't wait for Kane to be free again, and I hope that he gets out and he'll get, that he is going to get a hero's welcome when he is out. And fuck that guy who did what he did, and hopefully his trial is coming up and he gets fucking put under the jail. Sam Hyde is not only anti-Semitic, racist, etc., to the extent he can exist around one of those groups in public before shit-talking in private. Is only not anti-Semitic. Yeah. Unfortunately, he can be pretty funny. Not unfortunately. Take the comedy where it comes. I have no problem with that aspect of it. I'll listen to his stuff every blue moon. Like he pops up in my algorithm every once in a while, and I've listened to his most recent show once. I thought it was, like the unfortunate aspect when it comes to the socio-political aspect of all of that stuff is that like there are some things that I have minor agreeances with, depending on what it is, what we're talking about. Obviously none of the fucking extreme and racist stuff, but like, certain portions of conversations that make somewhat of sense, I'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's like, you made a good point there, but it's like a broken clock is right twice a day kind of thing, So take the comedy where it comes. And if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Just be aware of what it is. And I guess you got to deal with it, right? I mean, I don't know. Or don't, find your comedy elsewhere if it's that big of a problem. But, I always come from this school of thought of comedy first. That's always how I look at things. And it's unfortunate that so many people have co-opted comedy into something that it is not anymore, which is basically just blatant inflammatory language with, I'm just joking, bro, attached to it.
No, I don't really complain about the pay. I don't get the complaints about the pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, that is a thing, but I don't really.
Yeah, because you're freaking like what, 22 years old, 23 years old. You never had to actually fucking like try to make it on that pay. Bro went straight from his parents' house into fighting.
That you say they pay you well?
Well, I mean, it's just like we don't really do it for the money. And if you do it for the money, then like there's plenty better ways to make money. And I don't know. I just see the
maybe some of them are.
There's a reason the term prize fighter exists. Like, yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily do it for the money, but you do it for the money. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, obviously you want guys to be out there doing it to be the best in the sport. This is the whole Kayla Harrison argument that I made back in the day when Kayla was still in PFL. I had said before she came over to the UFC, people were saying, oh, is she going to come over to the UFC? Why is she not testing herself against the best? What I said to that, she's making $2 million. She made $2 million in the PFL. Won the $1 million tournament twice. Plus $2 million plus. I mean, she came runner up one year as well. So, what I said to that is, look, if she is comfortable making millions of dollars elsewhere and doesn't want to test herself being the best, then mission accomplished. But then she did. Like I said, Kayla Harrison, if you ever ask me who had the greatest career navigation in combat sports, Kayla Harrison comes to mind for sure. Good on Kayla for making her millions. Can't fault her there. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and not every, and go back to the original point. Not everybody is doing it to be the best. Some people are legitimately doing it to feed their families. Some people, I mean, and look, I am not trying to, you know, my respect for these fighters. I hope I make that abundantly clear in the content that I do, that I have the utmost respect for everybody that makes the walk. But there are certain fighters who are not suited for other careers, to put it lightly. You know what I mean? Like, there are fighters who just, fighting is all they know. Fighting is all that they will be good at. They gotta fight. So pay them well for it. I mean, look, anyway, I don't want to go through the entire fighter pay argument right now, but like, my point in saying all of that is I think that Payton comes from a unique position, being a person who started so early and has the success that he has had so early. Like I said, going in from living in your parents' house to being paid pretty handsomely, I would think. At this point, you know, obviously you just beat Henry Cejudo. He's going to be paid pretty well now. But even being paid better than an entry-level fighter, he could be being paid more and should be being paid more. The UFC is the lowest percentage of payout to their athletes of all professional sports. Never forget this fact. Never forget this fact. Whenever I hear this shit, oh, they're paid enough. They're paid what they're worth. Suck my balls. No representation, no insurance, no post-career support.
Really just only good at fighting, but they're not great at anything else?
No, I don't buy
Like
that.
in
I don't
Ngannou-
buy anybody that says that. I don't buy it. You're a liar.
What about Ngannou?
Why? Based on what? Based on what? Why would you say that? What? That's, yeah, come on, Payton. Payton making himself look dumb with that one.
I mean, like, not only is he probably good at fighting better than he is at anything else, he was living in, like, the jungle, so he kind of had to get good at something, like, physical.
I mean, Matan is fucking cooking right now. How about people who come straight out of the favelas? How about Miktabek Orlabai emerging from a cave? This man had never seen a computer before he was fighting in the UFC. These are facts.
If he got good at computer programming, even if he could find a computer that worked where he was from, it's not like they're recruiting people from the jungle.
Yeah, he could have done like rebar, like construction or something though.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, that's what you want to do instead. You want to do rebar construction. Payton Payton, take the clown shoes off, Payton.
then he would have made like $3 a year.
No, those guys make good money.
Not in the jungle where he's from.
Okay, well, neither do fighters in the jungle.
Okay, but if you're a fighter in the jungle, then you'll fight somebody from a city, and then you can end up living in a city. They're not gonna poach good rebar workers and bring them to New York. You know what I mean?
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard of that. That would be pretty funny. That'd be like a funny idea for a movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Yo. Matan rules, bro. I love this kid. Shavkat had to take a break from conquering the steeps to make it to the cage. This is legitimate facts. Payton's payout for UFC 323 was $81,000. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, that's not, I mean, granted, the one thing that you guess you do have to keep in mind is that while you compare it to other sports, other athletes in other sports have to perform multiple times more per year than fighters do. So I do acknowledge that. But you mean to tell me that a fighter, even at Payton's level, which is, I would say, middle of the heap right now, that under $100,000 in today's economy is good pay? For what he does, for what he sacrifices, for what he puts his body through? Come on, dude. I mean, like, I really feel like people are just callous and they have this, like, mentality of, like, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Life sucks for everybody. Suck it up, buttercup. It's like, it doesn't have to suck, though. Like, if you want your life to suck, then go ahead and live a sucky life. But, like, why do you just want that for everybody as a mass thing? I don't understand this mentality. Van made $1.2 million. I mean, that was title fight, though, right? That doesn't even sound correct, honestly. Yeah, I mean, CTE say kind of, yeah, that sound. I mean, 1 point. So 500 or 600 grand to show, 600 grand to win? Is that with bonuses? I mean, there probably might be some incentive stuff thereafter. Also, I don't know if they actually released the legitimate figures. These, I think, are estimations. I don't know if those are actually like real numbers, but either way, if these are the ballpark figures, still, I mean, $1 million per fight, I think, is more than reasonable at a certain level, and entry level should probably be somewhere around 250,000, I would say. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off base, but a $7.7 billion company. And people like to also bring up the shit that Dana does behind the scenes. Oh, well, you know, everybody complains about fighter pay, but then when somebody gets sick, Dana's the first person to send them money. Maybe if they were paid better in the first place, they wouldn't need Dana being Daddy Warbucks behind the scenes. This does not seem like this complicated an idea to me, but some people make it such. I don't know why.
The movie ends with the guy like living low class, but he's like able to barely afford rent.
Oh yeah, by the way, I love the poaching rebar workers from the jungle and bringing them to New York as a movie idea. Matan seriously cooking.
Yeah, you should write that.
No, it does. I mean, it sounds funny, but it doesn't sound like all that. Like Ngannou has a much better story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it all comes down to casting. That's what it always comes down to.
Hey, Payton. I don't know if he's memeing right now, but entirely missing the point. And yeah, again, Matan, Francis Ngannou is a great example of that. Obviously, Francis has his own set of circumstances nowadays, but you cannot take away the fact that Francis Ngannou went from a goddamn sand mine, traveled across the ocean, got denied, had to fight off fucking, immigration people and fucking claw his way into the boat to get to France, to live on the street in France outside of the gym to become what he became today. Should not be that.
I heard a conspiracy theory that Ngannou took a fall during the Anthony Joshua fight. Do you believe that?
Well, I didn't even see the fight, but I did see Anthony Joshua knock out Jake Paul, and
Yeah.
he
heard
looks
that Jake
like
Paul
he's got
took a
some crazy
fall.
good power. You think he took a fall?
Well, he fell down, didn't he?
He did fall down.
So wouldn't it
He
be
also broke his
objectively true?
jaw in 2 places.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This theory would actually be right that Jake Paul took a fall.
Yes, he took a major fall. Whether it was intentional, I don't think so, though.
Well, I wasn't implying anything like that. I was just asking if you would take a fall for $300, for over $300.
No, I wouldn't.
For over 300.
Wow, he has quicker reflexes than you. You're a fighter, and he's like 200 pounds.
We got an hour, though. We got an hour.
Why did you try stealing that from him, though?
I don't know, did it make him mad?
Yeah, but now he's going to beat me up for that after the show.
Oh, see, he knows. He knows I'm going to steal that chair immediately.
The chair or the seat? If you steal the seat, you're not going to have a mic, and then we're not going to be able to hear anything you're saying.
No, you can move this thing.
He's pretty bad. You're going to end up ripping it apart. Anyways, is it true that you said he assaulted Aiden Ross?
Excuse me?
I don't think it was sexual assault.
You think that's what he said? He's going to hire a lawyer?
What is that referring to? He got into something with Aiden Ross? See, talk about people who only can do certain things. Aiden Ross is functionally illiterate. He has to stream.
No, he said he was going to sue me because it.
Yeah, for sexual assault, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess he did accuse me of sexual assault.
Did you do that or no?
I mean, I don't think it was sexual assault.
What is that in reference to? He sent him a ball pic? What? Why would you do that? I don't know. The more that I'm hearing from Payton, the less that I'm liking this guy. He sent Aiden Ross a picture of his balls when Aiden asked him to be on his stream. Oh, that was his response. All right, that is kind of funny, actually. All right, never mind. You should not do that. But I mean, why didn't he want to be on his stream? I mean, he's on Matan's. I guess Payton's a little discerning about who he hangs out with. Okay, fair enough then. I mean, Payton navigating his media presence how he's going to, I suppose. But probably the wiser choice, I guess. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder why he did that. Like what I mean, yeah, the ball part aside, like what was the reason that he said Aiden's a leech? Huh. Because just like us, we love Matan and hate Aiden. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I think that Aiden is about as clout chasey as you get, but that's what that area of live streaming is. So, what are you going to do, I guess, right? Like, I'll never forget him with Donald Trump gifting Donald Trump a Cybertruck that was wrapped in Trump stuff. I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. But to be fair, and I have always said this, Trump navigating his online presence exceedingly well in the last election and the one before it. The man knows how to use media. I will absolutely say that. Going out amongst the people. I was like, dude, going on Aiden Ross's stream was an extremely wise move. So, Aiden Ross, kind of a legitimate dope, but Trump got what he wanted.
And in case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, what exactly did he accuse you of doing?
Well, allegedly, I sent a picture of my balls to him.
So that kind of goes back a little to the first thing. I mean, that's kind of like a little gay, right?
Well, I mean, you could call it gay or you could call it funny.
See, there you go. Good distinction. Sometimes it could be both. It could be both gay and funny. I've got this one friend, all right? Got this one friend who is consistently touching people. This is not good. This is not a good thing. Only close friends. Let me reel that in a little bit. He's not just randomly touching randos, but he's constantly picking at people. And I constantly have to tell him, do not fucking touch me. Stop touching me. But in his mind, I think it falls into that category. Both kind of gay and kind of funny. It's Vitz. It's not Vitz. It's not Vitz. No, if it was Vitz, there would be no way that I would be able to fucking be on, like, stream with him on the couch. Because, oh God, no. It's another friend, and it is a person who tries my patience to no end, but he is a good friend at the end of the day. It's complicated. If your outfit isn't getting called gay, it's not good. And if your jokes don't get called zesty, you're not funny. You're not funny enough. Oh, well, I mean, strong words, but a motto. At least it's an ethos.
But why wouldn't you just send him a picture of somebody else's? I mean, I guess then you'd have to look.
Well,
it up
I mean, how does he even
online
know that they were mine?
Well, you just said they were.
I said allegedly.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not even alleged. He probably has like a screenshot of it.
He doesn't.
What,
You can ask
unsent
him.
it?
No, I mean, there's an option to just view it once.
Oh, I understand. You didn't send him a picture.
Hold
You
on,
sent him
I
a-
got my manager's calling me. Hello? Well, did you put in the code? Yeah, just walk to the right of the Prius. Do you want to go greet him? Should I go get him?
You can go grab
Yeah,
him
I'll
if you
go
want.
grab him.
Yo, viral
Just
flooring
move that
rules.
camera, the one by the door.
Just send their guest off.
Okay, do you want to come back in?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if I'm like a little like out of touch, am I supposed to know who that is?
No.
Or is that?
I already told you who it is.
No, I know, but like, is he famous?
No.
Do you want to sit on the floor?
You could sit on this right here if you
Oh
want.
my God, what is happening?
Is that a no-go? Here, just maybe set this up here.
Oh. Physicality. Uh-oh. Viral flooring. In danger.
It's best.
See, okay, one thing I will say, though, right? And this is definitely something that has come a lot farther when it comes to the online space with all of this. When people are in on the bit, it does take a little bit away from it. You know what I mean? Like, there is something, like, when you're like yes-anding each other, and it turns into, like, kind of less of what the initial intention of the comedy is. Because like what we're seeing right now, obviously Payton knows what's going on here. He's been aware of all of this the whole time. Manager knows what's going on here. So it's like this is this weird pantomime thing that they're doing now. You know, it's like, yeah, cool, fine, but like takes a little bit of the edge off, I guess.
No.
So yeah, there's not enough destruction on this show. There you go. Gotta get Eric Andre on this thing. Has he been on this show already?
Well, you stole my seat, but now he doesn't have anywhere to sit, so I still won.
You can sit right here, Ryan.
Let's go. All right. Cinder block through table. There's just something inherently funny about destroying things, you know? My favorite movie of all time, this is essential viewing for any comedy fans out there. It's a movie called Wet Hot American Summer, directed by David Wayne, best comedy ever made. And there is a very funny destruction scene in it.
You didn't get all the way through.
Yeah, I know, but he just can't sit there. You can try, I guess.
Still probably sit there. Yeah.
See?
Oh, he should
I'm
have
the
tried.
real
He should
winner.
have. Come on, commit.
I just
Should've
won
commit to
big
it.
time. Now I gotta buy 2 tables.
I don't know if it's about winning or losing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
What do you think about Eric Andre?
See, there you go.
Well, usually I don't break the tables.
Usually.
Go!
Hey,
Oh, you're pissing him off.
excuse me.
He's gonna beat me up for that. You guys are punishing me, yeah.
Hey, come back.
Go! 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 I'm gonna get attacked for this.
He's fucking that thing up. Hey, help him out a little, Ryan. Nah, yeah, you're right. He's got to do it.
What, did you
himself.
just bring this guy
There
here to
you go,
upset my
atta
manager?
boy.
See, like, and I mean, I guess it's like, all right, we're keeping this bit going. You know, it's just like it's going and going and going, and I do understand that there's like that level of like you take it so far that it like it becomes funny again, like it comes back around, but I don't know.
All right. I think you did it.
So is this where you want to sit for the rest of the show?
I mean, unless we play a little musical chairs again. Ryan, you could just stand there. Yeah, wherever's. Yeah, maybe just pop a squat. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. So what do you think of Eric Andre?
Well, yeah, I said usually I don't break the chairs. I mean the tables. But I feel like my hand was kind of forced there.
How do you feel about him?
People have said that my stuff is similar to his, but I feel my stuff is much more serious. You know, he's funny, but I feel mine is more focused on the finance and the business stuff going on in the world.
Okay.
I don't really like to play around or make jokes.
Nice. Does he actually talk about finance and business ever?
See, I've been asking you serious stuff about
he's a big joker.
sexual assault. Do you want to go back to that about the Aiden Ross thing?
If you have anything else to ask about it.
Well, I don't know. You basically admitted it, but I don't know.
Well, I said allegedly. I sent him what I sent, but you know, I think I could have said no. A lot of people have been telling me like, "Hey, man, you could have just said no," but
No to what?
to his question, he was asking me to stream.
So he asked you to do a live stream and you sent him a picture of your genitals?
Allegedly, I sent him a picture of 2 balls
Why would you do that, allegedly?
2 balls. Descriptive.
because I allegedly didn't want to just say no.
But why would you want to say no? Doesn't he have a lot of money he could pay you?
I don't give a fuck about that. The trade-off.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is one of the things about Aiden Ross is that he like does pay people pretty well. Didn't he get swindled by Playboy Cardi? Wasn't that a big thing that happened? That like Playboy Cardi like got like some crazy amount of money to be on the stream and then was on for like 5 seconds and left. Essentially finessed him. Oh well. Rarely business, but when he does, it's very factual. All right, fair enough. Yeah. It's one of those interesting things about people like him is that, like, if he is as intelligent as I think that he seems, then he probably does know a lot and then chooses to use it in strategic, comedic ways, which is, a good way to be.
Wouldn't have been nice.
That's Charlie
Oh
Zelenoff.
yes, yeah. Bring this guy.
No,
Bring this guy. I've been
Charlie
waiting.
Zelenoff. Yo, Charlie Z reference, baby! Is this the first time we've ever talked about Charlie Z on the channel? Holy shit. I really hope that the entire chat is aware of the king, the undefeated king of the streets, Charlie Z. That guy that's a next level fighter right there. I can't believe I've never talked about him before. Holy shit. Shit, maybe I should do a video about Charlie Z. I mean, he's been fucking covered so much that it would be well-worn territory. I wonder what's going on with him now. Maybe you have a Charlie Z update for me? Yeah, he gave Cardi like $500,000 for Cardi to show up for 8 hours. Oh, show up 8 hours late for 30 seconds. Damn. $500,000. Holy shit. Take the money and run. No idea? Oh, brother. Oh, man, I would have thought that you, Hydra, knowing your love of lolcows, would know about Charlie Z, the undefeated king of the streets. Well, shit. Maybe I will make a video about it. Oh, no, you guys don't know? Oh, my God. All right. Well, yeah, so, I mean, I'll give you the basic rundown. This guy, Charlie Zelenoff, was he basically was going around purporting to be a boxer. And he was claiming that he had this ridiculous boxing record of 230 wins and no losses. He was undefeated. But what he was doing was he was having his dad go to the gym with him, and he was challenging people to spar, and then he would essentially turn it into a smoker fight and then release the footage of that as if he was winning the fight. And he took this to a ridiculously far extent where he actually ended up getting his ass kicked, I think, by Anthony Joshua. I think, was it Anthony Joshua? No, it was another, it might not have been him, but it was another legitimate fighter that actually went out of their way to, he would call and harass him and all this stuff. And, he came to the gym and whipped the shit out of him and was like, don't you ever fucking do that again. And so this guy was he was really taking it to a really dangerous level where he was getting into these situations where he was challenging big fighters and then they would seek him out and go kick his ass. And he was challenging YouTubers and stuff too. And then the YouTubers would find him and kick his ass. There's this crazy video I remember of Charlie Z getting chased around the streets of Los Angeles. Some dude who he challenged, found him and literally was chasing him around the block. He was literally running away full speed. And he was running into businesses and stuff to hide and shit. It was really bad. He ended up finally getting arrested for this. He challenged some guy at a gas station to fight, and it was just some random dude who he was like, "Hey, do you want to fight?" He's like, "What?" And he just punched him in the face, and then he ended up getting arrested for it. And that was the last that I heard about Charlie Z. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a update on Charlie Z. I got to find out what's going on with that guy. But yeah, he had legitimate mental problems. He was a person who had some serious mental condition, but he had started drinking real bad. He beat up a Domino's delivery guy at some point. It was all kinds of problems with Charlie Z, but it's very funny that they're referencing that here. Peyton's probably too young to know about him.
Feel the world, I'll fuck you up.
I've been waiting to have a staring contest. Don't blink. He blinked.
301.
See, there you go. He actually has the legitimate same body type as Charlie Z as well. Charlie Z is a pencil of a human being. He is so tiny.
Charlie Z is actually my favorite fighter.
Oh, there you go. He does know. Hell yeah. Shout out to the legend. Undefeated to this day.
Why are you guys destroying my set? I had to pay for these. They were almost usable a minute ago, right?
You put the cinder block through that.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna sue you like Aiden. But he has a little more money, so it might not really work.
Ian Gary pinhead build, yo. At least Ian Gary has does Ian Gary have abs? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I've ever seen Ian Gary with abs. He probably does.
Yeah, I mean, you're up against my team. I don't know if you're gonna win.
Well, I thought you were gonna bring in somebody that like I was gonna like attack me or something or some.
Why would I
that
ever
might
do
literally
that?
just be your manager.
Yeah. I told you he was my manager.
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by my Patreon. I wasn't able to sell any ad spots this week, so Vira Flooring told me that if I wasn't able to get over 100,000 new paying Patreon members a week, he was gonna steal my liver and give it to a baby. So check out some of the great Patreon content on this laptop thing. Go. Check it out in a second. It's not working. Hold on a second. If you punch it, it'll work. Ow! Check it out. Give me a second. Hold on. Maybe it's because there's a piece of food on there. Now try. Do you think Tito Ortiz could beat a pug in chess?
Hold on, that was good though. Yeah, see, that's how you do an ad spot, and if you got a little bit of extra cash, you could do worse than supporting Matan, I would say.
Now try. Do you think Tito Ortiz could beat a pug in chess?
Beat who in chess?
No, maybe in checkers. I don't
No.
know about chess. Have you seen him talk?
Damn.
Damn, Tito catching strays for no reason. Did he say could Tito Ortiz beat a pug in chess? That's fucking funny. God damn. He certainly can't cut an onion.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, actually. Are you not scared of that happening to you?
Actually, I am. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. I mean, I went to school for psychology, so I, took a lot of neuroscience classes.
Oh, that's bullshit stuff. You got a
What,
fake
psychology?
degree. Yeah, it's nonsense.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's almost as bad as philosophy.
I don't know. I think you could take some good lessons from some of those teachings.
It's all bullshit. It's like feminist propaganda and it's making people gay.
It's making people gay.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I hope that didn't work on you. But you've said some gay stuff this show. You've said allegedly. I'm just saying it's like...
You said allegedly. Obvious indicator. Ian Gary has some very zesty tattoos. He's got questionable tattoos, not in a sexuality way, just in a taste way, I would say. Those little angels that he has, the little cherubs, are a little bit odd to me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Ian Gary's tattoos. He's got similar tattoos the way that Jake Paul has. Like, I think Jake Paul has more of them now, but like for a while, Jake Paul just had these like little small sporadic tattoos. And I was like, what is the point of those tiny little etchings that you have on you? I don't dig it.
Would be no shocker if it came out that you were gay if you took psychology classes. That's what
I
they're
don't know if
doing.
there's
They're
a
messing up your
correlation with that.
brain. They're messing up the brain functions. I heard that they put a little rock. They end up blocking because, genetically, obviously, the normal thing is to be straight. So I heard they put a little rock in between the curvature of your brain, the straight part, and that's what ends up messing up people and making them gay.
Oh. I didn't know about that.
And then your brain will go around it, and then when these people have children, they'll end up being gay as well. Because
so
their
it's
brains
like a
have...
genetic thing.
Yeah, they're messing people's genetics because they want to destroy the world.
Right. All of those gay people having all of those kids with rocks in their brain. Not gay in a bad way, but gay as hell. True. Not a diss, but those are gay man's tattoos. Damn. I mean, where's the crossover between gayness and cuckoldry? Not saying that that's actually true about Ian Gary, but I mean, the conversation. So like, there's got to be like a Venn diagram in a middle portion where those two circles overlap, I would suspect.
Okay.
So that's why calling somebody gay could actually be insulting because you're essentially saying they have a messed up brain.
Yeah, or genetics. It's almost like racism, right?
I mean, but in context, that could make sense too, no?
What, racism?
Well, let's say it's like some guy cuts you off in traffic. Is it not reasonable to be upset?
I mean, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It just depends on the situation. Not that I know how to drive or whatever, say something racist to somebody like you because you seem to be mixed.
Yeah, you as well.
I'm mixed?
Well,
You think I'm black?
no, I think you're Jewish.
No, I'm not.
I think you're part Jewish. Yeah.
I'm
I
German?
think you actually are part Jewish.
No, I'm not.
No, you can't run away from it. I think you
I'm
are.
not Jewish. I'm actually.
I think you're half Jewish and half Asian.
No, I'm not. I'm half German
No,
and half
I think you
Spaniard.
are.
No, I'm not. I'm half Spanish,
yeah.
like from Spain.
You're definitely not Spanish.
Why is he denying his Judaism? Isn't he Israeli? Cuckoldry is a straight person's fetish? Interesting. I mean, 100%, you think? What's the percentage on that? Yeah, why is Matan denying? I guess because it's just, a scarlet letter nowadays to be Jewish.
I'm a Spaniard, not like Spanish, like those people
No, you're not.
who eat leaves. And
No, you're
and-
Asian and Jewish.
No, I'm not. That's
Yeah.
insane. That's
You're also-
horrible.
Yeah.
Well, finish what you were saying. You want to throw all
No.
these insults at me?
No, that's not an insult.
That's a
I'm just
massive insult.
guessing
I'm
you're
Asian and Jewish?
that's actually racist saying that that's an insult.
Against Jewish people?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the truth. That's what I mean. In some context, you have to be honest.
Okay, well you're not being very honest
About what? About me saying
about your ethnicity.
I'm German Spaniard.
Okay.
My
Well,
people
I
conquered.
guess it's just a state of being then.
My people conquered the Native Americans here. Taught them a lesson.
God damn, dude. Jesus, bro. Wow. Taking it a little bit to the extreme there.
You don't respect my
There you
people,
go.
my culture.
Yeah.
I'm Asian. I've never even
No, you're
got
not-
that
I mean, I
before.
can smell it on you. Like you're not gonna get
But
it.
I
by
smell
it.
like fucking.
What does that mean? This is where yes-anding goes wrong. He's trying to one-up right now and taking himself into a territory I don't think he expected to be in. You can smell it on him? I don't know if that's what you want to be saying.
Meat of domesticated animals.
No, you just smell like you're Asian.
I don't know what
Oh.
that means, but we'll move on. Once a fighter achieves their lifelong goal of earning the UFC championship, should they then isolate themselves, starve themselves because there's nothing left to live for?
Obviously, yes. Case in point, Yuri Prohashka.
I mean, I don't know about starving and isolating, but
Because they've achieved their goal, they might as well just lay down until they collapse.
you don't think there's anything more than a UFC belt? There's anything
Probably not for people whose goal it is to become a champion. You're gonna achieve your life
Okay.
goal at like 29 years old, and then you have 60 more years of just reminiscing on that.
I do think that that's a pretty tough way to live. I think a lot of fighters live that
A
way.
lot of athletes in general. I mean, this would
Yeah.
apply to like NBA
Yeah.
champions. You know, you might as well just.
Wow.
Isn't that fine?
Isn't that fine? Brings up a good point, though. You see it with these guys that can't hang the gloves up. Tony Ferguson comes to mind. People who, not necessarily with the champion element or whatever, interim champ, you know what I'm saying. But still, people who don't have a post-career path. It's a legitimate problem.
Well, the ones that make it, I mean, the ones that do get the gold and the taste of glory.
Yeah.
You're saying there's not much, to live for after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, that's my big thing as to why that's not like a huge goal of mine, because I feel like it's a little people get fixated on the end destination. I feel like the journey.
So you don't
is-
really care to be a UFC champ. You just want to fight and stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing it to fight, and I enjoy fighting. People that are like so fixated on the belt, I get it, and I understand that that's like the end goal. But if your mind is completely there, you're taking yourself out of the present.
Maybe you're
moment.
coping because you might not get there.
Damn. I agree with what Payton's saying, though. I mean, look, if you are in your chosen career path and you are, comfortable in your life around it, then the journey should be what you enjoy. You know, being hyperfixated can be ultimately your downfall. That is essentially the overall message and through story of my favorite book, Moby Dick. John Dong, how are you, sir? How you doing, brother? What's your opinion on Matan Even?
Having a predestined cope.
Yeah, maybe
This
it's a
is like
coping
some
mechanism.
psychology.
That could be true.
Yeah.
In case I never win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think also it's just like I just really enjoy the present moment as to where I'm at. And majority of your career isn't going to be having the belt, even if you do win it. So it's like you're doing yourself a disservice of
Well,
being
it
so
depends.
fixated
A really
on
good
that.
fighter could. Like John Jones has had a belt majority of his career.
Has he?
Yeah, I would
Really?
think so, right?
Well, yeah, I guess with that long hiatus with Aspinall or whatever. But
Well, I'm not
And-
saying
and-
majority of his life, majority of his career.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, John Jones, an extreme outlier that has a lot of caveats to that statement. Yeah, doing good, bro. Good to see you, man. Is that the Name 10 Books kid? Yes, it is. Haven't watched him that much. Well, you can get caught up now in the second half of the interview with Payton Talbott here. It's interesting. I mean, honestly, some of the stuff that he's talking about is like legitimately good questions. And who thanked his Jewish rabbi Bill Clinton at the Game Awards? He called Bill Clinton his rabbi? Another meme of his, I guess. Okay. Most of John's career was spent on PED suspensions. Yeah. Some of it was spent inside of a holding cell. Hey, Michael, the silent assassin. How are you, sir? I don't know much about this kid, but damn, he can cut people in half with his questions. Yeah, no, the way that he asks very pointed questions and then has really cutting follow-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like he has this like interview style where it's like it's a question that catches you off guard, and then when they try to answer that question that they are trying to like formulate an answer to, he cuts immediately thereafter as well. It's like a 1-2 punch, which is very funny. Yeah, this is he's good, man. I enjoy this kid's stuff. He interviews fighters now, or is this a one-time thing? No, he interviews all kinds of people. He has a massive following. He's got like 1.5 million subscribers, and he has all manner of different people on the show. One of his more popular ones was when with that George Santos guy, that guy who lied his way into Congress. I saw him interview Dom Cruz, of course, also a fighter, obviously. But yeah, he has all kinds of people from various walks of life. So that's what he's doing. He's like a jerk version of Louis. I could kind of see what you're coming from with that, like what you're saying with it. Definitely different style for sure, but like the nihilism and the underlying elements, maybe. I think he's a little bit more like inflammatory than Louis. Louis sometimes goes after others, but like it's more focused inward or at humanity in general, I think, when it comes to Louis. But I can see where there's overlap. The Bill Clinton thing was his first big moment. He went on stage uninvited and grabbed the mic and said, "I'd like to dedicate this award to my reformed Jewish rabbi, Bill Clinton," and left. I mean, yeah, that's like, what was the point of that though? Is that like a Jewish cabal government thing, or like, I don't know. I'm trying to understand I mean, it's funny that he went on stage and like, had a mic grab moment, I guess, but like, what was the underlying point of the sentiment? I don't know if I'm missing something. Either way.
Majority of his career, I feel like, but on average though, that's not the case. And if you're so fixated on the belt, I get it if that helps you mentally try to get there, but I feel like you're just not really enjoying when you're not there.
It was just to mess up League of Legends winning an award. All right, I'll allow it.
I love where I'm at. Moral of the story.
Right. Why do you think that imposter is pretending to be BJ Penn's mother?
Yeah,
Damn. That's really good. Oh, poor BJ. I'm not laughing at that, obviously, but that is very funny to say. Hopefully BJ Penn gets the help he needs. I also find calling a former president by anything else funny, especially a spiritual leader. Yeah, I guess there is. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there's plenty that you can call Bill Clinton.
Hopefully they get to the bottom of it.
Following up, should BJ Penn have a gun?
Probably not.
Yeah, Jesus, good answer, Payton. The answer is no. Dear God, keep firearms away from BJ Penn for the safety of the people around him and himself. BJ Penn, your namesake? Yeah, sadly that does track. That is somewhat accurate, unfortunately, but not just CTE though. It's CTE mixed with alcohol and drug abuse, and then being a little bit of an asshole underneath it. You know, that's a deadly combination, all of those together. I've heard stories about BJ Penn.
Is that he needs to defend himself
From
that imposter pretending to be his mother.
Yeah. I don't think the imposter is armed, though, so he probably doesn't need to be armed.
The imposter allegedly killed all of his family members, and he's now stealing all of the stuff in his possession.
With a gun?
I mean, it doesn't matter what they used to kill them if they killed his brothers and sisters.
I don't think he said that they killed him.
That's what I think he
that
said.
they switched them out.
No, well...
Yeah, I think they're like...
What does that
different-
imply?
Well, they could be like kidnapped somewhere. They might not be dead.
I think he said that his family was killed by his mother, who's allegedly
Oh, well, I
just
didn't
a
hear
random
that.
woman he found on LinkedIn. He's just harassing
Well, hopefully she's alive and well and he finds her.
his mother.
Yeah, jeez. I don't know if that is the case. I didn't hear that about BJ Penn saying there was murder involved, but still, yeah, the BJ Penn situation is very sad and unfortunate for a legend of the sport. Real battle for what messes up his brain and its top contender, CTE, in one corner, meth in another, and schizophrenia. Tough fight. Yeah. I mean, and yeah, just hard living. And, a sport that is... BJ Penn is a prime example of what I was talking about when we were talking about the fighter pay situation, where I'm like, it's not just about the money for the individual fights. It's about post-career support. BJ Penn is a person who would really benefit from intervention and some serious post-career support, or could have benefited from it earlier had it not progressed to where it has gotten to with his current mental state.
Yeah, whoever he's saying is.
So who do you think this person really is? This imposter?
I don't know. You have any ideas?
He's playing tennis. He's trying to exercise because he's a little overweight.
He's very happy when he's doing it, too. He's always smiling.
He doesn't even have a good swing. Yeah, that's not a good swing.
I like that the manager is trying to be in on this bit, but he's been breaking and not really contributing all that much to this. Just in the, gotta call it how you see it on that one,
I think my manager would stomp him in tennis. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Violent.
He's just... Maybe, what else is there on that Wii game? Tennis?
Bowling.
Boxing.
Tennis, boxing. I don't know if you should do some boxing, but...
Yeah,
baseball. Can I see your baseball swing?
does it hurt when you get punched during a fight?
Not often, no. I think I can remember like a handful of times that I actually thought, ow.
So what does that mean? So when a guy usually punches you, just because of the adrenaline, or what?
Yeah, I think it's the adrenaline, and sometimes it kind of wakes me up, honestly.
Yeah, and good conditioning. I mean, that's legit. This is why that is legitimately right there why whenever people who are not fighters talk about, I think I could take that guy or whatever, I'm like, bro, one punch from any trained fighter is going to put you into the dirt because you are not conditioned to take punches. It's very funny to me, these like power fantasies that some guys have, you know, generally men. I mean, I'm sure some women do too, but like there are legitimately people out there who, when they watch MMA, they're sizing up the fighters and thinking to themselves, could I take that person? If you are not a trained fighter, the answer is always no. The answer is always no. You will always get your ass kicked. And if you're a man, generally you'll get your ass kicked by the women as well. So don't think that you're safe because of your gender identity. Just like managers and everything not truly in on it or contributing anything, I mean, that goes into a much deeper issue. I was actually having a conversation about that with someone recently where someone had asked me, like, why do MMA fighters have managers? He said, oh, you know, somebody was asking me about the channel and got into a broader conversation. They were like, well, what do they need a manager for? Like, can't they just negotiate their contracts themselves? And I was like, if they have the bandwidth mentally to do that, if they have the ability to, then yeah, you know, you could be your own manager. I'm sure there are a lot of fighters who are their own managers, but you know, a lot of times they don't feel equipped for it, or they don't want to devote the attention to it, or, you know, and there's a myriad of different reasons why you would have a manager, but you also have to be prepared to be giving that manager 10%. And like you said, some managers are certainly better than others. In fact, Chase Hooper. Hey, Chi Wee Wee, UFC Fantasy. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome. Chase Hooper was a person who had some interesting thoughts on that. Chi Wee Wee to you, UFC Fantasy. Welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hey, Didgeridoo Dave. How the hell are you, brother?
I get hit a couple times. I'm like, all right, you know, let's.
Why wouldn't you maybe just take a 5-hour energy before the fight so you're really
Extra
awake?
Chi Wee Wee.
Because then my heart would probably explode.
No, it won't. Fat people with heart problems take that. It's actually been medically, scientifically proven to be extremely healthy.
Well, I think I'm doing okay. I don't think I need really any extra.
But could you imagine how much more powerful fighters would be if they were just stacking up a bunch of those before the fight? Because it's not
What did he ask about?
like that. It's actually been medically, scientifically. It won't. People fight so you're.
You know, let's.
Why wouldn't you maybe just take a 5-hour energy before the fight so you're really awake?
Because then my heart would probably explode.
No, it won't.
5-hour energy.
Fat people with heart problems take that. It's actually been medically, scientifically proven to be extremely healthy.
Well, I think I'm doing okay. I don't think I need really any extra.
But could you imagine how much more powerful fighters would be if they were just stacking up a bunch of those before the fight?
We did have that discussion at one point. I think me and Vitz had it on a watch along. Like, if fighters I would assume they're allowed. It's not a banned substance to have like an energy drink or something like that. But like, to Peyton's point, like, it's probably very, very ill advised. But on the other hand, are there fighters who like drink coffee before fights, or, you know, have like 2 sips of a Red Bull or like a Monster or something like that? I was curious about that. I would doubt it for most of them, but I don't know if it's like protocol to not have that kind of stuff. Just curious about that. Like, what's the actual like regulation of that part? Because it's not in the unified rules.
Because it's not outlawed. You're really allowed to do it.
It might be more entertaining.
I think that's
I
actually
personally think we should be allowed to take whatever we want: steroids, peptides, PRP, just everything.
Oh, you think it should
All
be allowed?
encompassing.
Oh, he's one of those. Well, go fight in the enhanced games. What's going on with the enhanced games? We talked about the enhanced games before. I want to know. If they're actually going to do those. If you're not familiar with the enhanced games, it's essentially the Olympics with steroids. Like, everybody who competes in the enhanced games is allowed to take whatever they want. And I don't know if it actually ended up happening. I think it was supposed to happen either last year or this year. So maybe it'll coincide with the upcoming Winter Olympics. We shall see.
Huh? White Monsters especially.
Is that not allowed?
No, we can't have any caffeine in the locker room. But
Oh, there you go. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that that was specifically the case, that you're not allowed to have any caffeine in the locker room. Good to know.
yeah, no, steroids and
serious or
peptides
you're
definitely
joking?
not.
No
No, I'm
caffeine?
being dead serious.
So
Yeah,
they
we're
probably
not-
wouldn't allow 5-hour energy.
No,
That's why all the Monster Energy cans are empty, you know, when they're holding it up for the sponsorship. Indeed, Didgeridoo Dave, we do have a lot of genitalia representation in the chat. And on the video as well, it would seem. Payton Talbott sending pictures of his genitalia to Aiden Ross. Why?
oh, you could sneak it in, but they wouldn't allow it if they saw it.
Would they be upset if you started chucking a bunch right as you were doing the
Yeah,
ring
they'd
walk?
say, stop that. You can't do that. They'd probably
They would say, stop that, you. Hey, you fighter, stop that there. You'd be like, oh?
take it away. They say, hey, stop that.
See?
Knock it off.
Why? Because they don't want fighters to do well. They want to keep them low level so they can beat them up in the back mentally.
Swear I didn't
maybe
watch
you're onto
this
something
beforehand.
there.
I'll give you like $200 if before
They-
your next fight you drink 7 of them.
No, you're gonna have to up that number a little bit.
I don't really have that much capital, but I think, you know what, actually.
I mean, you have more. You're on the come up. You used to only have $20. Now you got $200.
Well, I'm not going to end up paying you anything because if you drink 7 of them, your heart is going to explode. So it's actually, I could offer you like $1 million right now. It really wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Well, you have to pay me up front.
And, okay, yeah, like I'll give you a contract, but
No.
I'll leave a little clause in there that says if I get fucked over and you lose the fight, the money comes back to me.
That's why I said this guy is Jewish.
Wow. Payton saying the quiet part out loud. See? Huh? Is it for the bit? Damn, Payton. Going all in. You're not sure that that's a funny coincidence? all of the dong representation? True. Yeah, Rick as well. Dick Allen. But yeah, wow. Payton just going for it. Again, it's really, I don't care. Again, I try to make it as clear as possible. Like, comedically, fair enough, fine for the jokes. But it is funny to me that nowadays it is just completely acceptable to say that kind of stuff about Jewish people. Like, with the stuff going on with Israel and the widespread beliefs that people have now about Jews in government and all facets of running the entire world. I mean, like all of the things that you hear, that this is just commonly acceptable now, that, you're just, it's no longer taboo. You can just say these things about Jewish people and no one bats an eye anymore. Are you breaking down the gay allegations? Yes, Toby. I mean, not breaking down any gay allegations. Payton Talbott himself came out and denied those allegations. So, yeah, we were watching this to kind of hear his thoughts and also just to watch Matan because there's no fights on. So we're just kind of hanging out and watching YouTube videos today. But it's been funny. I like Matan. We're learning new things about Payton Talbott every time he opens his mouth right now. Making fun of rich Jews or Israel feels more like punching up. I mean, to some people, I'm sure. But again, it's like what the problem is, though, is that you're not making fun of rich people or the state of Israel. You're making fun of Jews, and Jews is a much wider net than that. You know what I mean? Like, that's why whenever people say that Jews run the government, it's like, all of the politicians, they're all bought by the Jews, though. Oh, okay. So there's this massive conspiracy behind the scenes that every single politician who is not Jewish is just a puppet, And then where is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're talking about like a much broader group of people, but using it's stereotyping, I guess, to an extent. Speaking of Hydra snakes, I used lube for the first time recently. I believe in it now. Didgeridoo Dave, how have you gone your entire life and that's the case? Also, you are going to be married soon. You need to be aware of these things. Did Payton mention Mr. Ocean? No, that's actually a good point. He has not made any reference to his good friend Frank Ocean, which is interesting based on what he's been talking about, right? I mean, some of the stuff about being gay and all of those things that he's been mentioning, like we do know that he is close friends with that guy. But he did say straight out that he himself is not gay. That is what he said. Guys, didn't you know it's cool to be anti-Semite in 2026? Get with the times. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's totally based, and everybody's just out with it now, you know? Just interesting to me how that evolves. I mean, it's not entirely a conspiracy with the AIPC or the AI PAC money they get. I'm not anti-Semitic. I just think another nation has unreasonable control in another government. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. Yeah, and this is the element of it why, like, I have problems with it being applied to the Jews, because the state of Israel and the things that they do not represent the views of all Jewish people. You know, I certainly do not support what's going on in Palestine right now, but I'm just blanketly lumped in with that because they kind of just make it about that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think that there's a better way to have criticisms of what's going on politically than to just, you know, wave the broad brush and just say the Jews, you know? Yeah, Toby, you didn't know that? You're memeing right now. You were OS at the time? OS? Am I trying to think of what you mean by that? Sorry, maybe I'm slow. That's definitely true. I am, you know, not quick to the draw, so apologies.
I'm not.
Yep.
Don't try
Definitely Jewish.
See?
He doesn't even have anything to say about that.
Because it's disgusting. And you know what? You're trying to make me look bad in front of my audience.
Yeah.
And this is
Just
everybody.
be nicer to yourself.
Everybody comes on my show and says I'm Jewish, and I have to keep denying it, and I'm coming up with all these excuses like I'm German, and it's like I'm tired of it. How about I'm just white, and I believe in white people.
There you go. Just get behind a common value that we all share, being white. Oh, overseas. Got you. Okay. Oh, you were overseas when you learned of. I get you, Didgeridoo Dave. Okay. All right. Well, then both you and the missus must be very happy about this discovery.
White isn't really a race, though.
Yes, it is. It's coming up. It's coming back.
White, first of all, white is, I mean, yeah, you know, in a general sense. I mean, that's an interesting argument, though. I have not heard that kind of framed that way, that white in and of itself is not a race. White is a race, I would say. But even funnier for him to say, no, it's coming back. White went out of fashion for a while, but it's coming back in, you know? It's like seasons, you know, like you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day. You know, now it's coming back around. It's okay to be white again, apparently. Wasn't there that whole thing? Remember that 4chan thing? Like it's okay to be white and everybody freaked the fuck out. I thought that was pretty funny. Talk about giving 4chan exactly what it wanted. I think he's a white is a concept person because Italians and Irish weren't white at some point. Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the whole thing too. And that's why it's a weird middle ground when it comes to being Jewish, right? Like if you're Jewish from Israel, then you're not necessarily quote unquote as white as a white person from the United States who's Jewish. Like, you know what I mean? There's different distinctions to all of it. Race is such a dumb thing in general to me, the way that it's all like broken down and like that. Oh, you're not white enough. You have, you know, that whole like one drop black and now you're black thing. Like it's like just it's just a bunch of fucking mumbo jumbo to me. It's a bunch of things that are arbitrary to divide people because people naturally want to divide into subgroups for some reason, and I think that it's unfortunate. Because really, we're all just one race, the human race. Well, if you're from Israel, you're Middle Eastern. Right, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, that's Jewish. That's one version of Jewish. But there are other Jew. There's Ethiopian Jews that would be considered black for the most part, right? Tiffany Haddish, famous black Jew.
White isn't.
We're coming
race.
back.
White. Calling somebody white is lazy.
I'm white. Is that lazy to call myself white?
Yep.
There should be.
Well, it's also just a lie because you're Jewish.
No, I'm not. And
See, and there you go, the white Jewish distinction. So technically, I'm not white. How about that? Minority-owned business. I think technically it actually is. I think that I can get a tax break for my company off of that. It all exists to prevent us from becoming class conscious. That's, CTE is cooking in the hardest way right now. All these things to divide us against each other when the real struggle is the haves and the have-nots, That is absolutely 10,000% facts, very based. Have you ever seen prison documentaries? They always go racial political for some reason. Yeah, that's. I never understood that element of it either. But again, tribalism, I guess, makes more sense when you're trapped inside of a cage. You got to divide. You always got to divide. Don't they all speak Arabic or Hebrew? Israelis generally speak Hebrew. Probably some of them speak Arabic too now because there's so much intermingling over there. Another reason why the way that things are in Israel is so screwed up right now. They kind of have it as almost like an apartheid state over there from what I understand. And you have Arabs and Muslims all throughout society in Israel, and all manners of languages being spoken because of that, and they're just treated as second-class citizens. Again, I'm not a supporter of a lot of the state of Israel and how they operate. In a general sense, I think that a Jewish homeland is something of value to certain people, but the way that version of it is right now is hard to get behind. Thinker, you're not Jewish until you get a tax break for being Jewish. True. I need to call up my accountant ASAP. Thinker slowly becoming a comrade. I wouldn't go that far, brother. Lack of MMA turns Thinker into a politician. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing in this show here, bro. I mean, we are in the depths of MMA winter right now. We are deep in the snow at the moment, so you get what you get, unfortunately. But that's what I'm just reacting to what they're talking about.
No, what? As a matter of fact, there should be two different races. Let's make it simple: white and bad. How about that?
What?
And we send all of the bad people to Israel.
What?
What do you think about that?
We could send half.
Yeah,
of
we
you
can
to
smell
Israel.
it on you, Matan.
White
We'll let
and
you have
bad.
it though.
We could send your
can
upper
have it.
torso to Israel. Are you on board with that?
No,
Why?
because I'd like my upper torso. I want to keep it.
Yeah, but that's the point. I'm saying because you're mixed. Us white people, we want a country to ourselves. Why does everybody get a country to themselves besides white people?
They don't.
Other people don't?
Yeah, I mean, the
There's
whole
not-
world is a melting pot at this point.
No, it's not.
Definitely is.
Iraq
How many
is
foreign countries have you been to?
like 2. But
It's not that many.
yeah, I've been to the UK and it's a nightmare.
I don't like the UK either, but there's
Yo, Matan, man. This guy is fucking great, dude. That was really funny. How many foreign countries have you been to? 2. Very good. Again, I'm not. These are not topics I'm picking. These are topics that Payton and Matan are picking. Hey, Meat Rocket, you're here for me? Thank you, brother. Even though I did see that you told me that it was my fault that Ilya's getting divorced. Don't think that went unnoticed.
still other races.
Why don't you
there.
like it? You would have liked the UK 70
Because
years
I
ago
don't like the way
when
their
it was just
voices
British
sound.
people shooting each other over
I don't think
a
I would have
fight.
liked it then either.
Straight.
Yes, you would.
The British catching strays. See? Toby, this affects you. Payton Talbott not liking the way that you guys sound over there. One comrade in chat, and here he is. True. Hammer and sickle. I see that as well.
Remember when cream cheese and jelly on a roll was big?
I think that's still big.
You know what that does to your system?
What does it do?
Poppy seed roll, 16-ounce Coke.
A failed drug test.
Nothing beats cream cheese and jelly for breakfast on a roll.
All right.
Should animal shelters work with food banks and give them the corpses of dead dogs to feed homeless people?
Wait, say that again. Should homeless shelters
Should
work with dead
animal
dogs
shelters
to
work
feed
with
people?
with food banks and give the corpses of dead dogs to feed homeless people?
Um,
Yo. Okay. Yeah. Matan gets the seal of approval from me, man. This guy's really funny. You didn't say it was my fault. I said you personally blame me. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, why do you blame me? What did I do? Are you like that other guy from the comments who was saying that like I'm terrible for reporting on it or making commentary videos on it? I got to stop saying that I report on things. I'm not a reporter. But yeah, we did get that guy recently. We have a couple of like, you know, we get the errant haters now, which is, you know, I do appreciate. God, it makes me very happy when I see haters in the comments. But yeah, like some dude went like extra hard for no reason. He's like, oh, you know, people like you are like just adding to the silliness and like, you know, you're trying to masquerade as journalism with this. And I'm like, bro, I literally am like showing like articles that were written about it and like sourcing it and stuff. I didn't understand why he was so mad, but I'm glad he was mad.
oh man, people are not gonna like this.
Because you agree with me.
No, I don't necessarily agree with you.
Oh, what was the question? Something about
with-
dogs?
Wait, say that again. All right.
Should animal shelters work with food banks and give them the corpses of dead dogs to feed homeless people?
Wait, say that again. Should homeless shelters work
Should
with dead
animal
dogs
shelters
to
work
feed
with
people?
with food banks and give the corpses of dead dogs to feed homeless people?
Oh man, people are not gonna like this.
Because you agree with me.
No, I don't necessarily agree with you. I mean, the distribution to the homeless is like kind of making it weird, but honestly, I mean, we eat things all the time. We eat organisms all the time, so
We talked about that on stream not too long ago, if you recall. Is it ethical to eat domesticated animals? That's like the greatest hits of things that we've talked about right now. Maybe Matan watches Yama.
the fact that we're attached to dogs and we have them as pets is like what prevents us from eating it. But meat is meat at the end of the day, and when something's dead, it's reduced to meat. So,
But the thing is about an animal. Well, it depends on if the animal dies naturally, right? Because a naturally perishing animal's meat is not going to be as viable as a food source, from what I understand. I have heard that before. I don't know if I'm 100% accurate with it, but I have heard that when an animal dies of natural causes, it is not as nutritionally viable to become a food source. But I could be incorrect about that. That could be something that somebody just made up.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
Everybody,
really feel weird about eating anything as long as it's meat.
No, that's a gay comment. You tried sneaking in something gay right there. That's a gay thing. I'm not even trying to catch you. I think you were doing that on purpose.
No,
right?
I really wasn't. That's the problem
That
too.
was
I think
gay.
that's why this is a thing, is because I walk into these
Who's that guy?
comments.
Who's that?
Uh-oh. Another
Yeah,
another
you know what you
violent.
did. Don't look at me like that.
instance
You know
of
exactly
violence.
what you did.
Oh,
302!
Charlie Z coming
You're
back
not
again.
Charlie Z. Charlie Z wouldn't lose at a staring contest.
True. True.
Nope, that's not him. Yeah, he thinks that he's Charlie Z, but no, me and Ryan actually know Charlie Z very well.
I
and
just
that's
took
definitely
a
not
a
him.
punch from the goat. You know he
That's
beat
not
up
the
Floyd
goat.
Mayweather and Wilder.
Yeah,
Yes, Deontay Wilder was the one that beat him up. Yes, that was him. Not AJ. I don't think Matan cares about the quality of dead dog meat he's feeding to the homeless. Yeah, I know. This is my fault for giving serious responses to farcical questions. I get it. Come on.
Floyd Senior too.
Did you see
But that's
the
not
punch he
him.
gave him?
Don't believe this guy.
That was the
Charlie
real.
Z is out there doing great
That's the
things.
real Charlie Zelenoff.
He's not out. He's not over here.
He's probably gonna punch a Domino's employee in like 3 minutes.
Facts.
No, definitely not. Not as well as Charlie Z would. Yeah, Charlie Z is the greatest.
Would it be beneficial for a fighter if they were gay, since their opponent would be uncomfortable during ground and pound and other situations?
A conversation that has come up before regarding Payton Talbott. Matan is seriously cooking with a couple of these. We've talked about that. That you know, again, to bring it into a level of seriousness, unfortunately, but Jeff Molina, the only fighter that has ever had that type of situation where, unfortunately, in his case, and I thought it was really a very sick thing, but outed against his will. But he said when he made a statement after he was outed, he said that it changed his perception in the gym. That now people didn't want to roll with him, and that, you know, everybody kind of looked at him differently. So this is a legitimate question and concern for potentially gay fighters, you know? Another reason, again, like what I said at the start of the stream, it really does not matter all that much to me if Payton is gay or not, but I think that it would be interesting in the current times for there to be a gay fighter, a male gay fighter. Obviously, we have many, many gay female fighters. Something I have always said, I actually said that in a Yam episode a while back too, that it's odd how lesbian fighters are just openly accepted, but male gay fighters would be a completely different paradigm. But yeah, something that would be, you know, an interesting dynamic in this sport at this point. How would they be perceived? How would their trash talk be? Could you imagine if Dricus du Plessis was fighting a gay person? Like, I couldn't imagine what the commentary would be like in that trash talk in the press conference. Because straight men fetishize lesbians? The lesbians that fight in MMA? I mean, I understand like the lesbianism as a concept, but I think that there is just I think that the nature of fighting and the nature of like the quote unquote butch lesbian kind of mesh more in people's mind as like something that makes sense. You know, it's more quote unquote logical than, you know, the perception of a gay man fighting, because a gay man is perceived as less masculine. A lesbian fighter is also in people's minds a masculine endeavor or type of archetype, I would think. It's my theory, at least.
They wouldn't really want to wrestle them.
Honestly, I think there actually was like a gay fighter that was fully out of the closet and everything, like he was gay. And I don't know how well he did. I think his name's like Jeff Molina.
I swear to God, I did not watch this beforehand. Jeff Molina reference. What happened to Jeff Molina is a seriously horrible thing, by the way. I think that is an atrocious thing for someone to be outed against their will. Just putting that out there. Because lesbians are basically guys, gay guys are basically girls. Not my actual views, but that's what I feel like it'd be. Yeah, kind of what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, that's a basic summation of what I was kind of getting at there, at least perceptionally. For some people, you know. Obviously, the reality is that it's a spectrum like everything else. So that's, again, why I think it would be very interesting to have an openly gay fighter who's proud of that fact, and openly gay male fighter going out and being like, yeah, I am. Let's go. You're going to get beat up by a gay guy now. How you feel about that, you know? I think that the trash talk could be insanely good on their side if they knew how to do it, you know? Because, like, that's really the ultimate trump card to everything, you know? You come at him for being gay, and he's just like, yeah, well, you're going to get your ass kicked by this gay guy. Like, what are you going to say after that, tough guy? You know, that kind of shit. I think that they would add an interesting element to this sport.
Or something. He doesn't compete anymore, but, I mean, you should go watch his tape. That would.
Is that a gay thing again? Like a sex tape this guy had? Why would I want to watch that?
No, none of the stuff, like the UFC fight.
Okay, so
he is definitely referencing the tape that came out of Jeff Molina, and again, that was leaked against his will, so that is a very bad thing. We've got Michael Morales close enough. That's a cultural thing. That's an Ecuadorian cultural thing. I don't know if the extent that Michael Morales takes the cultural thing is normal necessarily, but it's a cultural thing nonetheless. Because that dude, he is out there really having a grand old time wearing a dress. That is legitimately a dude who is very comfortable being in women's clothing. All right, well, because of his culture, he's gay. I don't think he's actually gay until there's contact with male anatomy of any sort. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's like a very strict. I guess that gets into a whole nother element of all of this. Like, when is it actually gay? Like, you know, because like I really like Prince's music. I listen to a lot of pop music, man. I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. Where is that on the spectrum of gayness? These are the questions.
Watching like his highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he wasn't a good fighter, I'm not saying that if you're a bad fighter, it'll make you a great fighter. I'm just saying that it will be beneficial.
Maybe so. You know, I think if somebody's that volatile during a fight, they should probably lose anyway.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I've fought some like pretty smelly dudes in the cage. Like you smell them and it just is awful.
Oh,
But
I was gonna ask.
that hasn't really deterred me from winning.
Would it be helpful?
He's comparing being gay to smelling bad. Jeez. Contact with male anatomy doesn't make you gay. I cooked one meal. I'm no chef. Okay. I mean, again, you know, I'm asking the question. I don't know what the actual answer is. Maybe gay is just a state of mind. I legit could be at this point, right? I don't know. I don't have the answers to these, but I do have the intellectual curiosity.
To rub shit all over yourself before a fight?
No, because it would make you slippery. But maybe if you didn't want to get grappled. So
It would be very helpful,
they-
especially for strikers.
yeah, but they frisk you like pretty hard when you walk into the cage. They really like pat you down and make sure there's nothing on you.
Yeah, but it's more so just about the smell. Like, what are they gonna put deodorant on you? I'm saying like
Yeah.
3 hours before the fight, you rub dog shit all over yourself. And I mean, I'm sure they'll wipe you down and get it off of you. But if it's 3 hours later, it's gonna be helpful.
Yeah. I don't know. I fought one guy that smelled really, really bad.
Who
Like,
was that?
It was when I was an amateur.
Okay.
And I remember I faced off with him and I literally like, I don't know if he did this on purpose, but he like hit me with a little breath bomb. And it was like the worst thing I've ever smelled. It was so bad.
And
It
then
actually,
Weaponized scent, weaponized odor. This has happened before. We've heard this before. This is not an isolated case with Payton Talbott. Many such cases.
like,
Because of that.
no, I won.
But he
it
did
really
better than he
annoyed-
would have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, looking back on that fight, I should have beat that dude up worse.
So
but-
that's what I'm saying. It was actually
yeah,
really helpful.
maybe you're onto something.
So maybe try that out.
Yeah. Hey, can you have that chair? Oh, dude, this guy, man.
Yo, what is Viral Flooring's problem, man? Why is he such a mean guy? He's having such a nice time playing with his Wiimote. He's smiling all over the place, and then he's just kind of got a bad attitude, and he's hitting Matan. I mean, the guy needs a little bit of an adjustment.
Oh yeah, there's one right there. Yeah, why didn't we grab that at the beginning? There's another table too.
Good to ruin my whole set over nothing. Can you bring the table?
Don't bring the table.
I am the table.
Can you grab the table?
No, just the chair. No, you leave that there.
And manager's trying.
Do you believe in like birth charts and all that shit? Birth charts?
Like astrology?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a massive scam.
Really? So you don't know
believe in
anything?
that?
No, but I think there's something to when you're born during the year and the seasons, yeah.
I always wondered what that is. Like, like, people really do believe that shit. But like, why? Why would it have anything to do with anything? I'm sure someone would tell me, but I would be like, oh, okay. Still sounds stupid.
Do you really believe that?
Yeah, what I just said.
I thought maybe you were kidding. No, I think it's just craziness. It's
Oh.
usually something that like women believe. It's kind of it's just honestly so they can sell them little rocks.
Not untrue. Actually, kind of factual.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some financial gain to stand behind it, but I do think that the time of year you're born has influence over you. Like, you're probably a Taurus.
Yeah, I don't know. My birthday's late April,
Yeah,
so probably. But
yeah, that's Taurus.
what would be the influence it has on you?
Well, they say Tauruses are like grounded,
Yeah,
stubborn,
smart and financial.
persistent.
Exactly. You know, I believe that mine is Aries, and what they say about Aries is that they are incredibly smart, very handsome, and have massive penises. I don't know if you've heard this about Aries, but that's legitimately the truth. What's your star sign? Sorry, that one doesn't have those set of qualities. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I didn't make the chart. I was born in the summer and my favorite season is winter. Early sign of self-hatred, obviously. Yes. If I was born in the winter, I'd be happier. True. Yeah, being born in the summer, that means that you have a predisposition to enjoy bacon. Am I right? I think I'm right. You're a Leo, tiny peen, chud, destined by the stars. Again, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. You're a Libra. It's supposed to represent balance, but somehow also performance. Balance and performance. Okay. So at least you know how to use your tiny peen. You do love bacon? Mystic St. James. I predict these things. What can I say? Written in the stars, as you said. I think it also is a predisposition to enjoy video games. Am I in the ballpark here? Come on. I got to be right about these things. It's again, I just it's not anything that I personally put into the universe. The universe put it into all of us. You're on your phone and your PC is running the stream inside. Couldn't get enough of this. Hey, my man. Appreciate you, Chase. Thank you, brother. Thank you always, bro. If you're not a nonce, go ahead and like the stream. Yes. Well, hopefully none of you are. That's definitely not in any star sign. That comes from within. You're so right. Can I sign up to give you my life savings and have you direct my whole life? Brother, where do you think it's all leading? The cult of yams around the corner. Can I count on your vote for the next election? Brother, you need to be voting Yama. Yama for president, obviously. The cult of yams grows stronger with every stream.
So that's like, seems like you a little bit.
Yeah, but that's such a nonsense description of somebody that could apply to just about anybody.
You are.
There you go. Yeah, Matan, speaking the legit facts. That's the greatest part about the star signs thing. That's kind of my point with what I was getting at there, is that like you can basically apply anything to any star sign. Like go into the newspaper and just pick out the star sign, and that could apply to any person at any time. You're voting for Diego Lopez. Sorry, maybe next term. Okay, that's an acceptable write-in. If it's not Yama, then Diego Lopez, close second. I'm with it. I'm good with that. Diego for president. I don't think he's eligible to be the president of the United States, but still, vote him in anyway. Wouldn't that be a massive sticking it to the current power structure? Even as glitchy as Twitch is, I see new people lurking most Saturdays. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, well, if you're lurking over there on Twitch, make sure that you follow the stream because you will get a chi-wee-wee. If you're lurking right now on Twitch, follow and you'll get a chi-wee-wee for it.
Oh, it's very obvious.
Okay, but I don't know what he is, and all of those would
And
apply
like
to
April
him too.
23rd is like very Taurus.
What's more important, the size of the boat or the motion of the ocean?
These are the questions.
The motion of the ocean is always more important. Never underestimate the ocean.
True. But it helps to have both. I'm voting Paulo Costa for next U.S. election. Well, I'm canceling your vote out. Sorry, brother. Yeah, we're going to cancel each other. I'm Team Diego. Also, Paulo Costa does not know how to spell his own name, so I don't know if he's eligible either.
That's not what I meant. How to think about it a little bit?
The motion in the ocean is more important. I answered your question. There were two answers, and I picked one of them.
What do you mean by that? Why do you pick that answer?
Because you can never underestimate the motion of the ocean.
Remember when cream cheese and jelly was on a roll was big? You know what that does to your system?
Wait, say that again?
Nice
Poppy
call.
seed
I like the
bagel
callback.
with a 16-ounce Coke. Nobody eats cream cheese and jelly for breakfast on a roll anymore. No more.
What is with that? What is that bit that you're doing?
What?
What
I'm reading you a
about the pop?
statement.
I know. What about it?
What is one move people can learn to knock out any UFC fighter?
I love it, dude. You know, Matan gets high marks, man. I'm with it. I dig what he does, dude. I am a fan. Your ex said it's size, not motion, and then she cheated on me with a black man. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Sorry that happened to you, but you know, sometimes it be like that. I mean, I don't think that there's really a way to fix that. So, the heart wants what it wants. Other parts also want what other parts want. Is what it is.
Probably the one where you whip out a 9mm and shoot him in the chest.
No, but that's using another item. I'm saying like a fighting move to take down any UFC fighter.
I don't know if there is one. Probably a sneak attack from behind us.
No, in a fair fight.
You could ask my manager. He probably knows.
Are you a fighter? Are you like an influencer? Am I supposed to know him from somewhere?
No, why do you
Is he
keep
like a
asking?
or
This
something?
is such an LA
Did you
thing
bring
to
a
say.
criminal into my place?
No, this is just Ryan, my manager. There's
Ryan
nothing to gain from him.
Why
being-
does he keep calling him that? That is not something that you apply at random, Matan. Jesus. BBC, mate, have you seen the future president of Ireland leaks? Yo, true. I mean, she could have left you for a man of color. She could have left you for a future world leader. You know, any given Sunday, brother. He should invite genius minds of the sport on there like Brendan Schaub and Joe Rogan. He actually had Brian Callen on the show, who's Brendan Schaub's co-host on his podcast. So I don't think that he's not trying. He probably would. He's probably asked. Schaub is too thin-skinned at this point, bro. Schaub knows his reputation at this point. In fact, I'm actually going to try to, at some point, I want to reach out to Blind Mike Geary, great podcaster. I've referenced Blind Mike a couple times, one of my favorite podcasts, but Blind Mike, he covers the world of comedy, and I'd like to do a stream with him at some point discussing Brendan Schaub, because I think Brendan Schaub occupies such an interesting space in the MMA and comedy intersection, you know, like where comedy and MMA overlap. Brendan Schaub has like such a unique position in that. A person who really tried in comedy. He had a whole Showtime special, and you know, I mean, he was a pretty good fighter in his time. I mean, you know, again, you can never take away the fact that that was the man who slept Mirko Cro Cop. Brendan Schaub knocked out a legend of mixed martial arts. People forget. So I want to try to talk to Blind Mike about that. What comedy has he done? Well, watch the stream. You'll find out. Saw Schaub on Ridiculousness? Oh, was he on there? Shout out to Deer Dick. Surprisingly a savvy businessman, Rob Deerdick. I won't disrespect his fighting. Not gonna lie, he was an awful stand-up though. True. Oh, it was old. Fair. I mean, I think all of them are old now. That show can't be still on the air, right? They're not making new episodes of that show. They can't be.
Here, he's just my manager.
This doesn't make any sense. I feel like I'm supposed to know him from somewhere. He looks like that guy who used to be in Nelk. Are you from Nelk? Are you friends with Steiny the dumbass?
You don't like that guy?
Wow.
I know him. He's a real fucking fool.
Damn. Yo, Matan throwing legit shots at the Nelk boys. Not exactly a unpopular opinion by some, I'm sure. I don't know anything about the Nelk boys aside from Dana gives them money at random and don't marry a girl from Miami. That's the full extent of my knowledge of the Nelk boys. Video killed the radio star and ridiculousness killed MTV. MTV was dead a long time before ridiculousness, but it certainly was a nail in the coffin. In fact, I found out, I didn't even know that, I think it was Chase who put it in the Discord that MTV just recently stopped airing music videos altogether. I did not even know that they still were airing music videos at all. So, yeah, long time coming, unfortunately. The only guy not to ride this random group's dick and not give them money. Yo, yeah, based Matan. Why does Dana give them money in promos? Dude, Dana White has a weird relationship with the influencer space. He wants to have influencers, I guess, to further the UFC and his own personal kind of amplify his signal sort of thing, like further his endeavors. But the ones that he pairs with are very weird. Like, why the Nelk boys? Why that girl in the suitcase? I couldn't tell you. I have no idea why he decides who he wants to get in with, but Dana works in mysterious ways, I'm sure. You were also in middle school when I thought they were funny. Oh, the Nelk boys? Oh, I didn't see your previous comment. Nelk was kind of funny when they were in Canada. Once they moved, they immediately sold out and got annoying. What did they were like a prank channel or something? What did they do in Canada? I didn't even know they were Canadian, honestly. I know nothing about them. I know the names. I know Nelk Boys and Steve Does It. Right? Steve Do It. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age here, but I have no idea. But it's just not a occupying space that I want to I have any interest in. I saw that MTV thing, got upset when then found out it was on my TV yesterday. Maybe it's a Yank thing. Yeah, I don't know. I did not know that they had music videos playing anywhere on MTV anymore. That's badass, Dana looking at a girl in a suitcase, yo. That's badass. You see this girl? She's got her head sticking out. Her body's inside of a freaking suitcase. That's what I want to do a reel with. Get that girl in the suitcase. We're going to give her $250,000 and I'm going to roll her around on TikTok. I sell holy shit moments for a living. They did fake employee pranks. Okay. Then it just became like drinking and partying and harassing people in public. Standard influencer progression, it seems. Very Jack Doherty. Dana has so much money, he doesn't drive about skydiving. Dana has so much money, he doesn't drive about skydiving or space. He has fetishes like stuffing girls in suitcases. Yeah, that is a very common line of thought, right? That like once you get a certain level of money that you just regular things no longer stimulate you. God, I hope I never get to that point, regardless of how much money I have. That seems like a very, very unfortunate way to live. people who just push themselves to more and more extreme circumstances just because they can and don't find joy in anything else. That seems very sad.
He's a whatever guy. He's just I know he's gonna see this, so I like to insult him.
So you see the quake though, and yes, you see the little quake.
The quake?
Yeah, the quake.
What does that mean?
Oh, we made you double down on it.
Scared
You didn't
of-
want to
I
double
doubled down on
No,
it.
you
I-
didn't. You said, "Well, he's gonna see this."
No, I'm saying that's why I'm saying he's a dumbass, so he sees it. You're getting the complete wrong.
Oh, so you
impression.
want him to think that?
Yeah, exactly. No,
double
you
down
thought I
on it.
meant.
Say, I think he's a dumbass.
I just said it like 5 times. I brought it up.
All right, same page.
What is the biggest number?
The biggest number is 9.
No, it's not true.
Well, you asked.
That's
me.
actually one of the smallest numbers.
It's definitely not.
There's only 8 numbers smaller than it.
All 8 numbers are smaller than it.
But 10 is much larger than it.
10 is just
11.
1 and 0.
What is the biggest number?
9.
Not individual number, like 10 million is way bigger.
What is the biggest number? That's, man. Matan's good, dude. I like it. Nah, you're sick. What do you mean, girl and suitcase fetish? Yeah, you would. You would ask, Toby. You would be interested. Michael. Okay, totally random, but just saw an old clip of Kid Rock. He had a Hasbulla before it was cool. Oh, you did not know about that, Michael? Yes, we've talked about Joe B, right? Joey B? His little sidekick. Oh, Joey C. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about that in the Discord before. Indeed, he did. Joey C., who also had bars back in the day. Actually, not a bad rapper himself. R.I.P. to the little man.
I answered your question.
Yeah, but you got it wrong.
No, you just don't like how simple it was.
The biggest number, obviously, is 6'7". Am I cool now? Am I cool now? If I make my hands go like this, will I be cool?
That's true. What are we going into the negatives?
See, this is the math guy you're talking to. He probably knows better than me.
That guy's from Nelk, I'm telling you. I don't know if you don't know who that is, if he gave you a fake name. I know him. I've seen him on YouTube.
What YouTube are you watching?
I saw him on the YouTube Shorts.
Him?
Yeah, the Nelk Boys, obviously. Hard to find his music, though. If any comes up, post, please. I mean, I think you can only hear him on Kid Rock tracks. I don't know if he had any of his own music. I mean, maybe he did. I thought he started rapping with Kid Rock. Do it 6 or 7 more times, then you're cool? All right. Well, I will get right on that.
Yeah, on Nelk?
You're being dead serious.
Yeah.
You got a doppelganger out there.
Don't you have like a ton of money from your sharing Happy Dad?
I don't know why. He actually doesn't.
Have any of you actually tried Happy Dad? That's like Nelk Boys brand, right? Like they have like a White Claw kind of product. That's the Happy Dad thing. I see it sponsoring fight stuff all the time. But I've never known anyone to ever actually try it, and I don't think I've ever actually seen it in stores before. Oh, you have tried it and it's mid? Damn. That sucks. The only good hard seltzer that I ever had was White Claw. I tried the, what's the other big one? Oh, God. Truly. Truly is the other big one. Yeah, I tried Truly one time, and it was real bad. It was, like, bitter, and it had, like, a bite. You know how, like, it has a bite to it, but, like, it was not a pleasant bite. It's like most seltzers where they waved strawberry or whatever over a vat of sparkling water. Got you. Yeah. That is the trap that all seltzers fall into. That's why LaCroix is such a fucking scam. Dude, I don't like seltzer to begin with. I do not like that like regular fizzy water. I don't enjoy it, and there's like any of the flavored ones, it just tastes like sharp, unpleasant water with a, like you said, like a smattering of flavor attached to it. What's a Happy Dad? Mine was angry. True. I also know a thing or two about that. Happy single mom. Well, I also know a couple of those.
I know him. I've seen him on YouTube. This is an OG
Your mind's
YouTuber.
tricking you.
At my age, that's like all you know, unfortunately.
Why don't you infuse your bones with adamantium like the Wolverine? Because then you will never lose a fight.
Now, why don't I just not do that and never lose a fight?
Hey.
Haven't you already lost a fight?
I have, well, from this moment on.
Because then it's a little risky. I mean, you've already. I'm not trying to insult you here. You've already shown that you could lose a fight.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but if you were made out of a fictional metal, then it's almost entirely impossible that you would lose a fight.
Well, I probably wouldn't really be able to make weight because metal's pretty heavy.
Yeah, so maybe fighting a higher weight class, maybe heavyweight.
Those boys hit too hard.
Yeah, but you'll be made out of metal. Their hand will just shatter.
I don't know about that. There's still flesh beneath the metal. My
Yeah, but
brain
they're
would
not
just
gonna
be
reach
hitting
it.
a metal skull. It would probably be worse.
Well, yeah, you're gonna end up like Tito Ortiz or something.
You think so?
If you do this idea, yeah, but you'll be the undisputed GOAT, I guess. It's like a trade-off.
It is a bit.
It's a trade-off. I get you. Sparkling water is peak. Yeah, some people think so. Some people really enjoy it. I think it is absolutely gross. And I've tried. I have certainly tried. I've been like, no, I'm going to come around to this, and I never have. If he was Wolverine, he would have still lost. Damn, roasted. Hater. Hater in the chat, people. Hater in the chat.
Bit of a trade-off. I hope I don't end up like that. I hope I mean, if I start talking like that, I hope my manager here kind of snaps me out of it.
Like, what does that mean? Like, he gets you better, or he takes
No,
your
he
life?
just is like, hey man, you got to cut this out. You're starting to talk like an idiot.
Yeah, I think it's way too far gone at that point. Once you start talking like that, you think he's
Yeah.
gonna be able to pull you out?
Yeah, probably. I don't think I've taken much head damage though thus far. Yeah, maybe I only have a couple more in me. Who knows?
You have to leave?
I'm talking about fights.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like he's
That's your man. That's not your manager. That's that YouTuber.
no, he's not.
Can I get a picture with you after we're done shooting the episode? I'm a big fan.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
That is part of his stick. His shtick is to just always be 18. He's like a comedic version of Poppy. I think Poppy has to have dropped that act by this point, right? Poppy no longer looks ageless, you know? She's doing metal music now, and it is mid as fuck. I do not like Poppy's new music, unfortunately. I was a big fan of her pop music. It's vile, yeah. I that's my feeling on it. Just how good is Barcelos? He deserves a ranking or a ranked opponent. That we were speaking about this last night on the best MMA podcast on YouTube. Last week's fights, myself and Chase Parton, who is in the chat right now, breaking down fights each and every Monday, breaking down rankings last night as we continue through MMA winter. Diet Coke, Diet Fanta are elite. I don't like any diet drinks. Diet drinks. I mean, well, I guess I do like sparkling ice, so I guess that's, yeah. But like sparkling ice, I don't know. It's like it's not really like any of those things. And I really only like the lemonade version of it. So I don't know. It's like its own thing to me. But yeah, Diet Coke is gross to me. I just don't like diet stuff very much. I've had like rare instances where there'll be like some weird diet drink that is okay, but on the whole, not a big fan of diet. Sparkling water. Sparkling water, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. Jeez. Well, maybe you could rub it on yourself and go have an MMA fight and be interviewed by Matan. He was 17, so people couldn't hit him, and then everyone called him out on it, so now he's 18. Okay, gotcha. Her feature with Knocked Loose was sick, but her independent stuff is mid. Yeah, I mean, like, there are select tracks that are not bad, but I just, overall, man, like, Fashion After All is such a good song. I saw her live. I saw Poppy in concert, and, you know, she played a couple of her older songs and some of her more metal stuff, and I was just like, man, like, she used to make Low Life is such a good song. Internet, excellent song. Like she had some amazing songs when she was doing pop, and Time Is Up, great song, dude. Yeah, I mean, like it's so different and not in a good way now, sadly. I'll drink ungodly amounts of alcohol, but sugar is disgusting. Well, there you go. You're on the right track with that. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I'm sure everything will be just fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Why did you laugh at
April
that?
23rd, 2007.
That would be 18.
Yeah.
Younger than 18? That's probably a compliment because my mind is so advanced.
Can I know he's not going to answer me, but can you pull his hat off? I want to see what's going on under there.
Oof. Damn. Gave him the freaking potato on that one.
All right, well, that's it. We have to film with Longneck now.
When I first heard of
And Charlie picking up the rear there. All right. So, I mean, that was something, I guess.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Yeah, shout out to Matan. What did we learn from this? I don't know if we necessarily learned anything. But we did find out that at least Payton has come out and said that he is not gay. So maybe that puts an end to the rumors, or maybe not, or maybe who cares? I don't know. I don't know if there was anything to actually be gained from this, but I did think that Matan was very funny. So perhaps that's enough. Perhaps the thing that we gained was the laughs along the way. In this case, I actually think that legitimately is what we gained from all of this. Who else has Matan interviewed recently? See some of his other uploads. Matan interrogates a young Amish male about his culture. How did he have an Amish guy on there? I thought that they're not supposed to be anywhere where electricity is. Or maybe it's an Amish dude who's on his leave from Amish land. Don't they do that in Amish culture? Where it's they leave for a while and then they just to make sure that they want to still be Amish at the end of the day. Maybe that's what it is. Interesting. Cliff and Stuart Nechtel, heated debate versus black Israelites. Oh, God. I certainly don't have any interest in that. I'm sure that gets ridiculously dumb very, very quickly. We learned Matan is funny. Definitely that. Yeah. No, Matan is definitely funny. He should absolutely not be trying to make this little mustache happen in this thumbnail here with the Amish guy. Bro, no. You ain't ready for that, brother. You ain't ready for the mustache. That mustache is not ready for prime time. Matan forces Trax NYC to admit to scamming his fans. Oh, yeah, Trax NYC. That's the dude that just beat up the other jeweler. I learned that from Charlie. What other fighters has he interviewed recently? I do need to watch this one. I want to watch the Bonnie Blue interview. I'm going to have to watch that. Let's see. Sal Volcano. Adam Carolla. Oh, yeah, I watched the Boogie 2988 episode. I forgot I did that. That's funny. Obviously, you know my MMA my MMA knowledge. My YouTube addiction runs deep. Yeah, what about fighters? The last fighter that he interviewed, frickin' Dominic Cruz? Jesus, this guy fucking uploads a ridiculous amount. Matan. Oh, he had Legion of Skanks on the show. Okay. Damn, that's awesome. Shout out to the Skanks. Oh, we were talking about. Oh, because he was at Skankfest, of course. Yeah, I gotta watch that. Shit, I gotta catch up on this guy's stuff. Yeah, shout out to the Legion of Skanks, bro. Twitch passed away, brother. I have no idea, dude. I'm done caring about Twitch. I've been seriously considering going exclusive on YouTube. If it wasn't for us doing last week's fights on on Restream, I'd be YouTube exclusive. Hey, PJ Ford, Chi Wee Wee to you, sir. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome. Welcome to the Yamiverse, my friend. New subscribers happening at all times of the day and night. Appreciate you, J.P. Ford, Chi Wee Wee. Chi Wee Wees. There you go. There are your Chi Wee Wees. But yeah, no, I'm telling you, bro. Like I'm seriously considering going YouTube exclusive. Like if I can find a way to do last week's fights, like with the setup that we have in a different capacity, like I might just cut Twitch altogether, because we don't get anything off of Kick. Like Kick is like a dead platform as far as this channel is concerned. And if Twitch is like fucking around all the time, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I have no idea why Twitch does what it does, but apparently Twitch is always fucking with us, so. But then again, it seems to only happen to you, though, Toby. So I don't know. I mean, like, I'll go back and check the VOD, and the VOD will be fine, so I couldn't tell you, man. Yeah, we're looking for other fighters, and it really only looks like a couple of them. But, I mean, look how much fucking content this guy does. This dude has been ridiculously active. Am I missing any other fighters here? Did I miss Tom Cruise? I didn't think it was over a year ago. Yeah, Big J. Shout out to Big J. Oh, Mayhem Miller. There you go. There's another fighter. Shout out to Mayhem. I hope he's been okay. Rampage. Yeah, so he's had a couple. Yeah, maybe we'll do another stream of some of the other ones. Yeah, and there you go. There's the Dom Cruise one that I watched. See that I watched that one. So yeah, so we got Mayhem Miller, Rampage. Trying to see, get a list of these together so that we can come back and watch more Matan, because this is fun to me. Jamal Hill one. Oh, he did one with Jamal Hill? I must have missed that. Is it far back, or did I go past it? Maybe I just skipped over it. Oh, here we go. Jamal Hill versus Matan Even free fight. That's funny. Okay. So yeah, we got a couple more to do. He had Trump on? Oh, ha. Doing it for the clicks. Oh, and here's the Game Awards dealie. We'll play that real quick. Keep it rolling. Yeah, we'll definitely do another one. Yeah, we will absolutely return to Matan at some point. Shit, dude, we're in MMA winter, bro. It might be sooner than you think.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Why was he there?
Hey, Matan. You know, real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
But he was already on stage. How did he get on stage? He just showed up to do this. Yeah, well, but I'm saying, like, how did he end up getting backstage and then on stage? Because if you see here, like, he's already on stage. Yeah, like, why is he... How did he get there? I don't know. I'd like to know the full story. But damn, that was only in 2022. This kid has been doing it for 4 years, just under 4 years. And he is crushing the game. So, shout out to Matan, bro. But yeah, so we've got a couple more Matan watches to do. I'm certainly happy to do so, man. I like I said, I really, obviously, you could tell. I mean, I find him incredibly funny. And, you know, I think that, like, of modern comedy, I mean, he's certainly one that is I think doing it right. I mean, like, I think he's got a funny shtick. Yeah, so I mean, like, look down here. Yeah, I mean, look, he's a fucking infant back in the day, dude. Who's he interviewing? Owen Schroyer. Who is Owen Schroyer? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, look at this kid down here. You seeing this? He's a fucking child in his Tel Aviv shirt. Watch episode 2 now? Oh my God, we've been on for 3 hours. You want to do one more? Do you want to do one more? Do you want to keep it going for one more? If I do one more, though, you guys can't leave, okay? I will do one more if you guys, but I'm saying if fucking CTE and Hydra are not staying in the chat, then that's the agreement. Gentleman's agreement on that. One more? All right. You'll be here until you fall asleep, my man. All right, fair enough then. Because I am a man of the people, because I am give the people what they want first and foremost, we will do one more. In fact, let me know which one you want me to do in the comments in the chat real quick. I'm going to take a quick break and we will come back and we will roll the next one. So get your votes in on which Matan episode that we watch, and I will check it when I come back. So BRB. Back again. Quickest breaks in all of MMA YouTube. Jamal Hill, Dom. I already watched the Dom Cruz one, so Jamal has Mike as a more involved guest, not to spoil it. Okay. Better than Cruz. Trust your mod. Got you. All right, I'm with it. All right, Jamal Hill is the choice. Where is it? Did I already pass it again? Let's find the Jamal Hill episode. Fuck, I'll just search it. There we go. All right.
Hello, everybody.
By popular demand, I am sacrificing time that I should be putting into the watch of the film that we are reviewing on MMA on Film. We did announce it last night on the podcast. If you are not aware, the next film that we are reviewing for MMA on Film is Roadhouse 2024. Get your Roadhouse viewing in. And pardon your boy for eating on stream, but I am fucking starving. So, a couple pretzels going in while we enjoy this. All right, Jamal Hill versus Matan Even. Free fight, going full screen. You're off the 8:30 Red Bull anyways. This is a good use of it. You are absolutely correct about that. It's true. I legitimately had the Red Bull so that I could stay up and review the movie, but I'm far enough in the movie. We can do this. Oh, it's only a half hour, too. We should be good. All right, let's do it. Jamal Hill, Matan Even, going in.
Welcome back to the podcast. For today's episode, we have Jamal Hill. Welcome in.
Jesus, audio quality terrible off the start. Does it get better?
Of course, we have Mike as usual. Welcome in, brother.
Security.
And just make sure the mic is like close to your mouth. We've been trying out these new mics. You know Best Buy?
Yeah.
We had A buddy of mine.
Nice. I like it. Good start. Going in with the audio quality differential. I appreciate that. Plus, I was going to say this is when Jamal Hill was injured. So that tracks, of course. We know Jamal Hill rupturing his Achilles tendon playing basketball. That's probably also why Jamal Hill is looking a little bit Hill-like in his midsection. Got to get your body a real meal. Bro, trust that the first thing that your boy is going to do when there is like actual money coming in is to go full food shopping. This is a legitimate fact, and I'm not saying this for any type of sympathy or anything at all, or to make myself seem like some type of martyr or, some tough guy. But I have not done a full food shopping. I have not done a full grocery shopping since I started my business. And my business started in August of last year. So it has been a whole lot of pretzels, a whole lot of goldfish, trying to get greens in where I can, but we're keeping it super lean around here. So let me tell you that the next time that your boy has shrimp, it is going to be orgasmic. I'm hyped for this one. Most excited I've been for an MMA on film since the Smashing Machine documentary. Hey, my man, appreciate that very much, bro. Appreciate that. The vid that truly hooked me for life on Yama, bro. That you are a serious real one for that, Hydra. Granted, the Smashing Machine documentary review has done pretty well on the channel, but there can never be enough love for the Smashing Machine. So, based, my man. Appreciate that. And I'm just hoping that we have enough actual funny things to say about this movie, because the movie is, I'll save it for the episode, of course. Who is your favorite MMA podcaster / channel? We were talking about this on the watch along of One Championship, I think. My favorite is probably ITP MMA. Mixed Molly Whoppery. Shout out to the dude GK, another one. I like MMA on Point. And I'm sure that and Vampiric Legs, I think, is very talented too. But I don't watch a whole lot of MMA YouTube personally. I don't want to be influenced by it. I don't really care all that much about other people's opinions about MMA. I have my own, obviously. That's why I have my own channel. I care about yours opinions, y'all in the chat. But as far as other content creators go, there has to be more to it. And I also like mixed martial academic. So there's a couple, but on the whole, I don't really watch a ton of it. I remember I won $40K on a bet and spent a solid $10K on food in a month. Yo, yeah, legit, bro. Seriously. Tofu, pretty great on a budget and super protein rich. True. Tofu is mad yucky, though. Yeah, no, you got to hit that with the soy sauce. Yeah. I have not gone the tofu route, but could be in the cards. I have actually legitimately considered Soylent, as crazy as that sounds. But I have a core group of things that I buy. I do need to be getting more fruits and vegetables in there, though. That is true.
What'd you say?
You got a way to extend this?
Let me see.
Extend it out. Kind of keep the same frame that you want.
Early Matan.
I think that's fine. But yeah, I had a guy go to Best Buy when they were closing at 3 in the morning. And he used to be an employee there, so he had the key, and then he just took a couple of these.
Get it how you live.
Hey, I like Jamal in this setting too. I don't know if Jamal knows all about Matan, but in a general sense, Jamal has a decent sense of humor. He's just a hood guy at heart, and it creeps in specific ways. So I having not seen this episode, I would suspect we're not going to see too much of the hood Jamal in here. We're probably going to get a pretty light conversation out of this. And when Jamal is this way, he's actually a pretty likable guy. It's just all the rest of Jamal that's the problem. And the delusion certainly doesn't help that. Sometimes on welfare wages for a month, sometimes we DiCaprio for a week or 3. Let's go, bro. I know guac costs extra. This is post-Cope Jamal and pre-Cope Jamal. He's always in a state of flux. Such is man. The duality of Jamal Hill on display at all times, you know? Very much a yin and yang. Aside from the Pereira saga, Jamal is a pretty funny guy. That's what I'm saying. He's a good dude at heart. I like Jamal in a general sense. It's just the delusion that he has and the pettiness that he has, like, makes him unlikable when they pair with each other. Like, I think at his core, like, he's a genuinely decent guy, but then there's other stuff that clouds that. That's what I think about Jamal overall. He is a contender for worst champ in history, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he wins that, though. He might be in the conversation, but Raquel Pennington was a champion, if you recall. Nico Montano was a champion, if you recall. That's your actual worst champion.
So, just real quickly, tell everybody who might not know you a little bit about yourself, your career, how you got started and everything.
Is his mic like this for the entire interview? Bro. This is wild that he would go this route, but I do like it. I do respect it.
That's a lot to tell somebody.
Just give him a little bit. Tell him who you are.
Yeah, I'm Jamal Hill.
How did Jamal end up being the first fighter on here? This might have been when he was starting his own YouTube channel. His like manager was like, "Hey, dude, I have this great opportunity to get you some exposure." He was like, "Oh, okay." I'd say, yeah, I don't know if Jamal is in on the joke or not, but I'm curious. Jamal never was bad guy. IMO, he has a character, he's 6'2", and he's a respectable fighter. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, you're exactly right. He's never been a bad guy. He just has elements of him that are, that make him something that he's not in the perception. You know what I mean? Like he puts himself in a bad light. That's what I would say. He's a good guy that makes himself look bad repeatedly. Also, dude has no arches in his feet. No wonder he isn't bouncy and athletic. Maybe that's why he never checks kicks. He was on a PR stunt. Obviously, he didn't realize he was Yuri's son back then. Or Khalil Roundtree's. Hey, how bad that age is now, right?
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. He does switch the mic out, thank God, because that would have been hard to listen to.
I'm gonna need your connections, man.
We just got these a couple of days ago. That's why these are the original ones, but these are better.
Of course, no cuts on this. The editing has definitely gotten better. It would appear anyway. Obviously, I think that they're keeping on this on purpose, but I don't know if it's going to be edited any differently.
So that wasn't you that ran past the parking garage.
No, that was me.
Was?
I was like,
Bro, you and that other kid look a lot alike.
you know Zoo Culture or no?
No.
You know Bradley Martin?
I recently heard of him, man.
The guy, like, he's gonna fight. You think you'd beat him in a fight or no?
You said what?
You think you'd beat him in a fight?
I'm one of the best fighters in the world.
Hey,
I know, but he's
there. You go. It's funnily enough, at this point in history, he had a legitimate claim to say that. He gained some street cred exposing Joanna for being crazy, though. Oh, no, that is one of my favorite live streams that we've done in recent times. I had such a good time watching that video. That was fun. If you missed it, you missed out, because that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that tremendously.
He's 260 pounds.
But I'm one of the best fighters in the world.
So I'll take that as a yes?
He get knocked out, bro.
He'd get knocked out. How many rounds?
You said what?
How many rounds?
He's not gonna last one.
You think you would take him with the crutches?
You said what?
With the crutches?
With the crutches? Now, if we talking like, are we talking like a real deal fight?
Yeah, like street fight.
Like a real deal street fight. Yeah.
Even with the crutches?
Even on one leg, I still beat 99% of the world.
Yo, the Jamal Hill delusion. Again, at this stage of his career, though, the delusion somewhat warranted, right? This is Conor McGregor levels of confidence, except you got to back that up. This really, I mean, that's one of the other things about Jamal that's very interesting in the big picture. Jamal Hill is a prime example of a person who he had a legitimate claim to this. And this is how a fighter at the top of their game should be thinking about themselves. It's just that he never adjusted thereafter. Interesting case, Jamal Hill. He's kind of a fascinating guy if you really dig down deep. Talk your shit. Yeah, exactly, dude. For real. Yeah, CTE, you're not wrong. At this point, he is absolutely warranted in talking this way. And I mean, he is talking about Bradley Martin, so it's like, yeah, that's the right answer regardless, but still. When Matan said your culture, did he mean black culture? I didn't catch what he was talking about there. Probably, though, knowing his style of humor. He's not wrong. 90% ain't 6 foot and trained. Facts. Yeah, and on one leg, bro, I mean, he fought Jamal Hill fought Khalil Roundtree on one leg basically for 5 rounds. So he's kind of cooking right now. He's right, to be fair. The top 15 UFC aren't in the top 99% of the world. I mean, they should be in a level of their own, right? You'd hope. Good Lord. Matan interviewed Bradley Martin, and it's hilarious. I mean, I would assume that most of the people that he interviewed are pretty funny interviews. That's why I got to watch the Bonnie Blue one.
He's 260 pounds.
I might be close to 260 myself.
Like
Yo, at this point, right where he is right now with the injury, he is not lying. Factual Jamal.
20 to 30?
You said who, me?
Yeah.
I might be close to 260 right now.
Really?
Yeah, about 250.
Okay. Just real quick, since we got interrupted, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and all that.
Yeah, well, I'm the UFC. I'm currently the UFC light heavyweight champion. I've been doing mixed martial arts since 2010. Yeah, bro. It's pretty much as far as that goes with the career and things like that. You know, I was born in Chicago, from Michigan. Grew up in Michigan, and yeah, pretty much the most of it.
What ethnicity are you?
You said what?
What ethnicity are you?
What ethnicity? What do I look like?
I don't know.
His co-host is cracking up. See, that's the thing. The surrounding characters, they have to be as good as him, though. Co-host can't be cracking, bro. The co-host over here is losing points right now. He's breaking the illusion. That's really funny. I think also Jamal is great for this format too, because his reactions are very genuine. Like, even if he was playing along with the bit, he's still himself. So his reactions are always going to have a level of genuineness to them, even if he's in on it. So that's great. Bro took a round off Yuri with a broken nose. He can beat 99% of people on one leg. These are very factual statements. This is true. How do you know the most famous slag in England? I mean, I know her the same way that a lot of people know her. I know that she does what I would consider extreme sexual sport. Like, you know how like there are some people who like do like the world's tallest skydive, and they like skydive from like low Earth orbit. Like, she's that in the sex world. Jamal couldn't help being honest, even if it was scripted. That's what I'm getting at. Exactly. Hydra always has a way to say what I mean very succinctly. I appreciate that quality.
Mongolian?
Mongolian.
Close?
I don't think so. Nah, I'm
Caucasian?
I mean, these days I can identify as what I want.
There you
What do you think
go.
about that?
What?
The whole identifying thing.
That people identifying as they.
I'm saying, you think that's like a good thing, bad thing? What do you
I
think?
think that shit weird, bro.
You don't like that?
What do you think?
Poof!
Whoa.
Plain as it is. Nothing to get complicated about.
See, that's the thing, though. Okay. What I will say, if I had any criticisms of Matan always goes to what appears to be, anyway, based on what I have seen, Matan generally hits on the same talking points often. I would like Matan to vary the subject matter a little bit, you know? Because it's like always the same culture war, socio-political kind of stuff. And it is funny because you do have varied reactions because you have different people reacting to it. But like, you can go so much farther with what you do than just that realm, you know? Identity politics. Like, come on, dude. Be a little bit more unique, like, or more original in your episode to episode, I guess. But of course, I have not seen everyone, so just saying. Bonnie Blue's a creep. She went to a few events in Australia that target 16 to 18. Yeah, well, that's why I want to. That's why I want to watch the episode. Like, I have heard some very disgusting things about her, and borderline criminal, it would seem. You know, she got kicked out of Indonesia for this, from what I understand. Like, she got exiled from an entire country for essentially, you know, preying on young boys, is what it would seem. Even though she would say she was trying not to. I'm like, you are walking a very fine line, and one that would be excoriated if a man was doing it. Matan confronts her harder than anyone else in that episode. That's why I want to watch it, exactly.
Oh! Not a good one. Do you think that somebody like me can ever become the UFC champion of the heavyweight division?
How tall are you?
Like, probably like 5'7".
Like 15. You still might have a growth spurt.
Yeah, I could get like 5'9".
I'm 5'9". At heavyweight is bad business.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
And who's in the heavyweights? Because you're like the one before that, right?
Yeah.
How those guys are like what? Like
They typically, some of them are around my height. They're around my height, but they actually get taller. The guy that's fighting that's fighting on Saturday, Volkov, Alexander Volkov, that dude's huge. He's like, it's about 6'8".
Yeah, wasn't there a whole thing about Volkov that like someone was saying that his height was misrepresented or something? They said he was like closer to like 6'10" or some shit, like that. They have him listed as one height, but he's actually like taller than that. I forgot who said that. I think it was like, who was it? Somebody said that recently. I seem to remember that going around. I think it might have been DC. How does one get aroused at the idea of Bonnie Blue of all people? I'm not one to discriminate based off of Jesus Christ, off of body count. Yeah, no, I think that when you get to the level and extremity of what she does, that it's more of morbid curiosity than genuine arousal. That would be my thought process anyway. Like my inclination or my inkling, I guess you could say, is that that would be the case. Like, I couldn't imagine anybody actually being like legitimately turned on by what she does. I think that people more watch with kind of like a tilted head through their fingers kind of thing. People claim new Volkov heights every time he fights from 6'6" to 6'10". Okay, so yeah, maybe it's not a new thing then. I just remember it coming up recently.
6'8".
He's about 6'8", 6'8", 6'9". He's a big dude.
You have air conditioning in your house?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Which house?
You have multiple houses.
One in Vegas. I mean, one of them was in Vegas, so you kind of have to have air conditioning. Or you.
We know he has multiple houses because he beat his brother up in one. I'm not going to let it go. He's got the house that he lives in. He's got the house that he beats up his brother in. 2 separate residences.
No,
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I actually used to live in Vegas for a little bit, but I had to move out because like I got in like some bad business with my apartment manager because listen, I was like.
What bad business? Cause you got into it a bit.
No,
you
no.
Like 15.
Not like drugs or nothing. Like
How old is he actually here? Is he 15 right now? Again, you got to give this kid a lot of credit. I mean, obviously he found something that he was good at a very young age and turned it into a promising career that, I mean, this kid's just getting started. Good Lord. I envy these early starters. That is true.
was in the.
I mean, drugs would have been more believable. You're 15.
No. So I was in like the apartment and I kept turning the AC down to like 20 degrees. But the guy was going like manic about it. So like and the bills were really stacking up on me and I didn't got a lot of money. So I just started sending him the bills like under his name. And then like he just showed up and like burned down the building and then he tried to say I did arson. And I was just going crazy. The guy was like going manic and stuff, so.
I'm going to help you out. Never admit the crimes on camera.
Hey, yo, that's right. Jamal Hill never assaulted his brother. Wasn't me. Shaggy defense. Always. If you saw me, you didn't see me. I'm telling you, bro, Jamal Hill, the streets are real with Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill is a real one. How does Taliesin Teixeira have the build he has at the same height as Volkov? True. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Google says he was born in April of 2007. Yeah, they said that on the Payton Talbott episode. So when did this come out, this episode? This is from 2 years ago. So that would have been 2022. Wait, yeah, 4. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, I'm dumb. 2024. So 2024. What's the math on that?
Burn down the building though.
Allegedly. Just throw
No.
Just throwing allegedly in there.
He burned down the building.
Oh, okay.
No.
He burned down.
He burned down his own
okay.
building and he tried to say it was me.
Oh, okay.
And then they got like this videotape,
Son of a
long
bitch.
hair guy, burned down the building, like 5'7", 15, like a tempered video footage.
You're not going to skip past the 20 degrees. What the hell would you need 20 degrees to be 20 degrees for?
That like just to make it a little bit colder.
Like store. That's like some store bodies type temperature. What you doing? What you moving over here for? Hey, boy, you be careful with the movements, okay?
You think it would beat Mike in on a fight?
You gotta tell him to be careful.
He
with
used
the
to be
movement.
a security guard. You
I
think
literally almost just killed him.
he almost killed Mike?
Again, the gangster coming out of Jamal. Head on a swivel at all times. That's legit. He'd be 17 about? Okay. Fair enough.
He almost died right then.
Mike, you think you could beat him in a fight?
Plead the fifth, Mike. Plead the fifth, Mike.
Is Mike viral flooring? Is that the same guy or it's a different guy? They kind of have the same build, but I can't really tell. Is it the same guy or it's someone else?
How about you versus like 4 mics? Who's touching your leg?
You said, who's touching my leg? What the fuck? Mike, don't touch my leg. Where I sit up a little bit higher, Mike. Hands a little bit higher. Thank you, Mike. 4 mics? How tall are you, Mike? It doesn't matter. 4 of them. 4 of them.
You think
Done.
you'd take 4 mics?
4 mics is done.
What about like 8 mics, but they all have like a bulletproof pad?
We're talking about a fight. What does bulletproof have to do with it?
Because like when you punch them, it's not gonna like hit the bones or nothing.
It doesn't have to hit the bones. If it's like hard like that, all you got to do then is just create pressure.
What if they're wearing like a head guard?
Jamal getting into the physics of striking. Interesting. How would bulletproof vests affect taking a punch? These are the questions. Different guy? Got you. They look a lot alike. I mean, I guess to be fair, it's a heavy-set guy with a beard and glasses on. Could be anybody.
Concussions, or all, it doesn't matter. All I have to do is make your brain whip back and forth.
No, but they have like a. Oh, what if they have like a helmet?
Like a football helmet? Bro, I've given people concussions
No,
with
no,
football
no, no
helmets.
football helmet. Like a helmet that extends all the way around. So every time you punch in, you're just like punching like a bulletproof glass.
I think you like some imaginary. Mike, put your damn hands down. Mike. Jesus.
Listen, is it not the? Listen, if Mike got paid to eat, he'd be a millionaire. Let's just say that.
I'm pretty sure if we all got paid to eat.
Why are you laughing at that? You're Mike. Why are you laughing at that? I'm insulting you. You're Mike. You thought that was funny? Is there something funny about that, Mike? You want to get paid to eat?
Hey, whoa, hey. You don't scold Mike. You don't scold Mike this time.
Nice.
Quite a dynamic that they're creating in this one. It's a lot going on here. Even though there's really not that much going on. I like it. Oh, this is good. I'm glad that we watched this. If it's soft, then it's up to how hard you punch. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, right? Because, yeah, bulletproof, like, it's the material that absorbs the impact of the bullet, right? So, I guess technically what he's saying is kind of true, right? If you punch hard enough at it, then it would still damage. But if it can absorb the impact of, of a bullet, I would think a punch would also be absorbed, no? Why this is low-key funnier than the Payton Talbott episode? Yeah, the Payton Talbott episode was kind of eye-opening to an extent, but yeah, I don't know. I have kind of a mixed reaction to the Payton Talbott episode. As I kind of said during it, I was like, the more that Payton talks, the less that I'm kind of liking him right now, you know? But, I mean, really, it's more just because, like, I think he was trying to lean too far into it. I don't know. I don't dislike Payton. I think that Payton's still all right, you know, still a fine person, but I just think he was trying to go along with the bit a little bit too hard. But yeah, I think you're correct. I think Jamal Hill is a better subject for this type of a format.
I'll scold Mike.
Okay, talk to him.
I got Mike.
Talk to him.
That's all for now, Mike. I think Mike might be hungry.
Wow. You know, you wouldn't believe it. Before this episode, you know what this guy was doing?
What?
He was eating a lot of food. That's why I'm saying this. You see all that food over there? All of it. He brought tacos, he brought 12 donuts, he brought like 18 waters. Unbelievable.
Wouldn't that be for like the team?
No, he ate it all. All the food. That's why
true,
I'm so
Mike?
mad right now.
Mike said it's not true.
Oh, not true, Mike?
I don't even see any crumbs.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike. That's
No
what I would
evidence.
expect from you, Mike. Poof! What's your most embarrassing story from your childhood?
No, it's not
You go and
nice.
then I'll go.
Jeez. Getting deep.
That's still like going on for you. That's still an on.
Or I'll say just like,
Yo, Jamal cooking on this episode. I like it. Good recommendation, guys. I appreciate this. Yeah. This is a good point. If he was 17 at the time, he legitimately still is a child. That is crazy. I mean, not a child, but you know what I mean.
in my life.
Yeah,
Because like I don't go to high school anymore. Like I
Yeah.
do online now. So I mean like it'd be hard to top like the last like one.
I guess that's a good point, right? Like, I wonder if that's legit. Like, did he legitimately like stop going to school so that he could start this thing that he's doing? Like, and was it a conscious choice? Because if he was doing those interview segments when he was like 12 years old, like, I guess I'm kind of fascinated by like his whole backstory. Like, what do his parents think about all of this? Like, was he still living with his parents at the time? Is he from LA? I think he ended up in LA. Like, there's so many questions that I have about this guy's like past. Like, how did he end up here? How did he end up doing this? Like, so much, so many questions. These are the questions.
Of the stories, I guess.
I think you're doing pretty good. I think you're headed in a pretty
Good direction.
You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing right now. You know what I mean? Young enterprise and ranching out shit. Yeah.
What would you say is your most embarrassing story from your lifetimes?
Lifetimes? You talking about reincarnation? You got to be careful with.
Wait, 1 second. Let me just move this. Is it cool if I just move?
Oh
this
yeah,
aside?
yeah. The most embarrassing story in my lifetime.
Right.
I got nothing.
No embarrassing stories.
See, Jamal is too hood to allow himself to be vulnerable enough to describe an embarrassing event, a time when he ever felt embarrassed. This is also part of the Jamal Hill delusion. I heard his brother is the orchestrator of the character and channel. Interesting. Okay. Kind of like Lil Tay back in the day. If you remember the Lil Tay story. Tragic story with Lil Tay. I mean, you know, obviously she did not end up passing away as was rumored, but still a tragic story in the sense that she was robbed of a childhood to do whatever the fuck she ended up doing. And then didn't she start an OnlyFans when she turned 18? Many such cases. Probably grew up with the dream of being a content creator and went viral enough to finish high school online. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's fine if that's the answer, but I'm curious if it is, you know? If you're interested in his backstory, watch when he went on Dom Cruise's podcast. Oh, he went on Dom Cruise's podcast. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll have to watch that another time. I would be interested. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm kind of going down a little bit of the rabbit hole here, but he's a fascinating guy. He's a fascinating kid. Dom keeps it very serious. Oh, really? Dom Cruise? Dom Cruise keeps it very serious. Who'd have thunk it? And presses the questions in a very respectful but almost fatherly way. To be fair, Dom Cruise, that actually is a good use of Dom Cruise's personality. Exactly what you just described. So I would like to watch that. Maybe we'll have to do that another day. Thoughts on Toby saying he's going to lock in to sleep Pyotr, Jan, and Revenge Marab. That you, Toby, are saying this? That you're going to sleep Pyotr Jan? My thoughts on that are, please let me know where I can watch it. As I say to you, as I will to everyone else, if you're fighting, I'm watching. So, isn't she one of those child influencers who dropped an OF when she turned 18? Yeah, she was. She was the world's youngest flexer. And apparently her brother was in charge of the entire character, and it did not go well in the end. It turned into a rather unfortunate situation, and now on OF, like so many other young people who gain status in a way that's unnatural and unsustainable, and then cannot fathom a life without it, kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. Sad to me. It just seems like a sad case. Didn't have to be like that. This kid turned into an unwitting influencer at 8 years old. We need to watch him on Dom Cruise's podcast. That way, the way he questions Matan is amazing. Okay, I've seen clips on TikTok. He seems to put Matan on his heels. Yeah, we'll definitely do it. Yeah, we'll do that on another episode. Dom on his Matan episode was actually pretty good about being on in on the bit, not too serious, didn't play into it too much. No, yeah, I said that in the video that I did about Dom Cruz recently. Like, that was where I knew that Dom Cruz had a sense of humor, because I thought that he navigated the shtick very well. And I think that Dom is aware enough to know that he can't be himself all the time, because he himself all the time is insufferable. So you have to, there is still an understanding of self-awareness and like spatial awareness, so to speak, when it comes to Dom Cruz. Like, he is aware of his surroundings and situations enough to know that he can't be the Dom Cruz that we know to be himself, sort of thing, in a situation like this. So I thought it was good. And I thought the interview was actually pretty decent too. I thought, again, similar to all of what we've seen from Matan, it was entertaining and fun, and it made Dom Cruz come off as a pretty likable guy. So that's a pretty impressive task to accomplish in and of itself.
I mean, I'm sure I got
Nothing from like high school,
just like
middle school.
I once was playing dodgeball, or no, not dodgeball. I think it was called Big Base. You know the game? You ever heard of the game Big Base?
No, I've never heard of that.
All right, it's a game. It's kind of like it's like a mixture of like kickball and like dodgeball, but in like some form of like a racquetball, right? So you you have a guy that pitches you the ball. Everybody can be on the base. There's 3 bases before you can get to home. As many people can run as they want to, but 3 outs, and you get 3 outs or whatever.
I've never heard of this. Do you guys know what he's talking about? Big Base? I've never heard of this as a game. Maybe it's a northern thing. He's from Michigan. But yeah, I've never heard of Big Base before.
So you can hit it, and then like you hit the ball. There's a lot of, what the fuck? Ayo, look.
What's going on?
Ayo, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Don't touch my leg, bro. Don't touch my leg.
Who's
bro.
touching your leg?
Don't do that shit, bro.
Kind of legitimately a bad thing to do right now, considering that he is on a crutch. And he is a person who will react if provoked. So they really should not be fucking with this guy. Get Bisping on a podcast with Dom and keep them there. Leave those desk spots for Felder and Senko. A lot of people feel that way, but I don't mind either of them in certain elements. Like, I think that Dom Cruz's fight IQ is so good that, like, he brings that level of analysis to it. And I think that Bisping has enough good fight knowledge that he's like in that middle place where I think he's got a good personality and also enough good insight on fighting that I'm okay with it. I really don't dislike any of the commentators. I just don't like when Dom lets himself be Dom too much. That's when I don't like Dom Cruz. That's British Bulldog? Oh, the game? Not in North enough to be in Canada. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like British Bulldog, but with a ball. How do you play British Bulldog without a ball, then? Put Cruz in for Dean Thomas. God, you really don't like Dean Thomas, bro. But actually, though, I do kind of like that. That actually is kind of a major cook, though. Because you might have really just cracked the code, CTE, because if you had Dom Cruz as just a cutaway for very quick fight-related analysis and then cut away from him, that really would be a 100% optimized usage of Dom Cruz.
You look like fucking Smeagol.
Smeagol?
You let him in here?
You didn't even introduce me to this guy. Who is this guy?
I don't know.
You touch my leg again, though. You know I gotta kick you, right? Like in the face.
Why
Is
you
he
grabbing
fucking
his
with
leg?
his bad leg?
Don't fucking grab my leg either. What's going on here?
I like that Mike back there is just sitting, hanging. Oh, is it the crazy-eyed guy? Yeah, it is. What's that guy's name? Does he have a name?
Come from under there.
No, I'm not giving you the blanket back. No, get out of there. Why are you under the table still?
I like when his head comes up through the table. Dean's not even that bad. He's just not insightful enough. All right. Damn, you want the deepest of deep knowledge. I can appreciate that. CTE, definitely a student of the game in a real sense. I appreciate that. Imagine how fussy Dom would get if he got cut off when he didn't feel he was finished. Ooh, that's actually a very good point, though. Just let him go and go and go. And they're like, bro, we got to cut back to the actual commentary. Shut the fuck up. You tell me to shut up. I tell you when to shut up. Nobody tells me to shut up. I tell other people to shut up. It's Upright Citizens Brigade. Thoughts on Joe Rogan as a commentator? Joe Rogan is a goated commentator. Not anymore, but Joe Rogan is a legend of commentary. So don't let the current Joe Rogan cloud your judgment of the OG of the commentary game. You have to recognize Joe Rogan as a legend of the space. The same, think of Joe Rogan. I'm going to cook for you extremely hard right now. Think of Joe Rogan, not for the same reasons and not in the same, not like as the same type of person, but think of Joe Rogan on commentary the same way that you think about Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey nowadays is nothing like the Ronda Rousey of old. The Ronda Rousey of old was exposed for not being what she and potentially other people thought her to be. But Ronda Rousey holds a very specific and legendary place in the world of mixed martial arts. So too, Joe Rogan. I think that I just tremendously cooked. Crazy is Mike. Oh, well then are they both Mike? I thought the fat guy was Mike. Oh, wait, one's Mike and one's Mike. Okay, I get it. I got you. Let Joe do official fight announcements. His energy is insane. Man, CTE is rearranging the auxiliary in a very based way. That would be awesome. Yeah, Joe Rogan doing the fight announcements. Fuck the war room already. And Joe Rogan can still do the ceremonial weigh-ins. You know? That'd be a nice use of Joe to keep him around. I agree, but I want more insight than calf kicks changed the game No, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can the commentary has evolved the same way that the sport has evolved. Joe Rogan is like every other crazy boomer, insane and insufferable now, but back in the day, we were so we were so cool. I talked a little bit about that in the Ilya video. Yeah. Joe Rogan is starting to upset me for different reasons that have nothing to do with commentary. Someone get me in with the UFC commentary guys. You'll set them straight for Paramount? For real, dude. Tell them to put on for Yama. That always helps. Low-key facts. It's all we speak around here.
Don't go back under the table. You let this guy in here.
How would I let him in?
No. Out!
Did they all color coordinate the black?
Mike.
Jamal Hill wearing all
What the
black,
fuck?
everybody wearing all black.
This just your security? This your security, Mike?
Yeah, Mike, show off the security. Mike, listen, your security is not going like this. You gotta take him out.
Mike's supposed to be security?
Excuse me, sir.
I'm not hip to the Matan lore enough. So Mike is supposed to be like a security guy in this Matanaverse.
No.
It's helping you. It's removing you from danger.
Who's that guy? This he's got quite a crew around him. How does he have all these people? Are they all just like friends of his from high school or something? Like, where do all these people, like, how do you find all these people? Who are these people? Mike is security. Viral Flooring is manager. Mike is just there. Unnamed extra. He's got a whole studio. Damn, really? I wonder what this studio is like. Is this like just a warehouse somewhere in fucking Santa Clarita? You know what I mean? Or fucking Burbank? Probably Burbank. I liked Burbank, by the way. But it is like not the best. Hey, Captain G.
No, I don't.
Captain G, thank you for following. Chi wee wee to you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Yamiverse. Welcome to the Blood Palm.
Want him back in here. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, because he grabbed my leg again. He probably gonna get kicked in the face.
Shit.
You asked him?
Yeah, that just like caught my mind. That was really odd.
What's your most embarrassing childhood story?
That just
I mean,
happened.
it's like really embarrassing, but I was in like I think like 10th grade, so like a little bit over like a year from now, and I was in like gym class, gym class like in the big gym, not like outside. We weren't running like.
Yeah, I think Jamal Hill knows a little something about gym class. I think he's probably familiar with the idea of gym. LA warehouse he decided to make look like a shitty attempt at a studio. Yeah, exactly. This thing looks like it's in like a fucking storage unit. I appreciate it. It works. It certainly works for the concept, you know? I do appreciate that Payton Talbott brought up Eric Andre because it really does feel like a stripped down version of Eric Andre. You know, obviously very different, but you see the similarities.
When they take attendance, because like it's a really big roster of students. There's like at least 80 people in the gym class. So they were like taking attendance, and then like like how there's like a triangle of like the bullies of the school, like, and then there's like the one top guy, right? Like there's like the guys under him, they listen to him, and then the guys that are like so like the top guy was like in my gym class. He was like going up to me. He's like, hey man, and he was trying to bully me a little bit. I was like really embarrassed, so I tried to attack him, and I like knocked him out and stuff, and I was like really embarrassed. And then like, I was just like so embarrassed I knocked him out because I don't want to do nothing like that. So then like the principal got on like the microphone of the school, and they like, listen everybody to the offices right now. And they like everybody went to the offices, and then they started. It was like really, I was really embarrassed. And then they started like chanting, and then like they took the guy, and they like put him on like a, like they hung him up to the ceiling, and I was like really embarrassed, not for the guy but for myself. And then like they did like a little parade like every day for the school year, like about how I was the coolest guy ever, and I was like really embarrassed. And then like everybody started giving me money, and I was like really embarrassed. And then like the principal of the entire school division like actually had to come down to the school, and like he had to have a one-on-one meeting with me. He's like, listen, and I was really embarrassed. He's like, you are the coolest guy ever.
Matan, born under the same star sign as myself, apparently.
You don't have to go to school anymore. And I was like, shit, this is really embarrassing.
So your most embarrassing moment is you knocking somebody out.
No, but it doesn't end there, because like then they told me I don't have to go to school anymore, right? And then there's like the school has like a yearly parade, right? It's like inside the big Coliseum. And then I wasn't really planning on going, because like it's like 11th grade and up, right? And I'm in 10th grade, so I couldn't really go. But then they changed like the name from like the big parade to Matan Day, and then everybody started going there, giving me money.
Bro, what the fuck is you talking
For
about?
real, dude. I appreciate Jamal. He'll be like, yo, just shut the fuck up, dude. When's this gonna end? Come on, bro.
Oh, but
What are you
it gets
talking
crazier
about?
because I was really
You just said
embarrassed.
some shit, bro. You said some bullshit.
I
What are you
was
talking
so
about?
embarrassed, man. And
Yeah,
then
you
no,
talk crazy.
you wouldn't believe it because on the way home, like coming back, like from the parade thing, they decided the next day they're gonna do the same one again. And I'm on the way home right now, and they're like, "Yo, what's your favorite food?" The driver, because they had a driver for me, and I'm like, "Yeah, we could stop at like 7-Eleven, I'll get something to drink." And I show up, and you know who's the server on the 7-Eleven?
That guy.
The president of the United States. He's like, "You are the champion.
Yeah, Rabbi Bill Clinton.
You are the coolest guy ever." And I was like, "Oh, I'm just so embarrassed."
What is you talking about?
That's an embarrassing story. And then they started like a GoFundMe, and they got me like 80 million. I was really embarrassed. And then they killed the guy.
No one to fold the bit, my man.
Then like locked up his family, and I was so embarrassed.
I feel like the interview done, huh?
That was embarrassing.
Man, bro, we about to be done. What is you talking about? I feel like you just talking shit. I feel like you just saying shit.
Just like nonsense.
Yeah, you just saying shit just to say.
Well, that's an embarrassing story.
Nah, you just saying shit just to say shit. That what you do? You just say shit just to say shit, see how much you gonna waste somebody.
All right, so I guess, yeah, Jamal was not 100% in on it. Still good sport, though. You know, I think this really puts Jamal in a pretty good light if he's not in on the gimmick.
Somebody's time or some other shit.
Depends on the guy. Like how much I like them. I actually
I
feel
didn't
bad
even
about that.
see that. I didn't see that dude at all whenever I came in.
He was there for like 40 minutes. Just
He's
like
been
waiting
sitting
for
under
me
the
to
table
show up.
this whole time? That's dedication. That's fucking dedication.
He will
Commitment to the bit. See, sometimes you commit to the bit, and sometimes you got to know when to hold them, got to know when to fold them. That's Kenny Rogers.
have to pay him a little bit of money.
Yeah, 40 minutes to almost get punted through the goddamn.
For real,
Wait,
dude.
was he grabbing, like, can you still kick with the leg or not?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
You think, how many leg kicks could he take to the face?
Who, leg kicks to the face?
Yeah.
How you leg kick somebody in the face? Think about what you said.
A leg kick to the face. Oh, leg kick. I mean like you're kicking with the leg.
You kicked them in the head.
Yeah, like a head kick, same
Yeah.
thing. How many
Not
could he
same thing,
take?
It's different. To the head?
Yeah,
Him?
yeah.
One and he's down. One and
Is
he's out
like
of there.
dead or like sleeping?
Who knows? Isn't dead sleeping?
Good answer. He's so embarrassed, guys. Why would Jamal make him relive this? Yeah, for real.
Well, like he could be sleeping, but like he could be alive still.
I mean, yeah, it's knocked out.
Would you ever box Jake Paul?
Yeah,
Valid question.
that's money.
There you go.
Who do you think would win that fight?
Me.
Just boxing.
Me,
You think you're a better boxer?
yes. I'm a better boxer. I'm a better fighter.
What
I've
if
been
he?
doing it longer than he
What if he
has.
came in there with like he took all the padding out of his gloves and he put like bricks?
That would suck for his hands.
Wouldn't it hurt you more?
He would actually have. He would have to be able to hit me.
You don't think he would land one punch?
Like a meaningful punch, like a solid.
Yeah,
clean-
like one hook. What if he snuck in like a bomb?
Come on, Jamal. You don't think you could at least land a body shot? Be realistic over here. I zoned out while Matan was telling that story. It felt insane trying to listen back in. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. You know, give the kid a little slack, right? You know, he's very young, obviously. He's still coming into his own as a comedian. But, you know, you take a swing, sometimes you miss. It's okay. It's not a problem. Not a problem. I'm not gonna get on him too bad for that. Again, 17 years old or however old he is here, still cooking pretty tremendously in the big picture.
Like what's like his best option if he wants to fight you? Like, Cause he doesn't have to go to like security measures. He's the fighter. You can probably sneak in a weapon or
His
something.
best option if he fight me like to win for him to win.
Yeah, like in a real match though, not like a street fight.
Yeah, no, there's no way for him to win, man.
Not if he has like a weapons.
I mean, he have to get a lucky punch and knock me out or something. If you say then like that's a street fight, then you just contradicted yourself.
That man beat Anderson Silva, Jamal Hill. Never forget.
You thirsty, Mike? You awfully thirsty for somebody that ain't over here securing shit. Are you awake now? Water wake you up, Mike? Water wake you up, Mike? You good? All right, we back.
You like
Mike not allowed inside of Diamond Gym.
Mike?
I'm undecided.
Still deciding?
I'm undecided.
What about me?
I think you're a bullshitter, but you cool.
What about the guy that
Yo, I think Jamal Hill just nailed Matan Even to a T. That is a very accurate description of what he does. He is a bullshitter, but he's cool.
table?
I don't know him. He just almost just got fucked up. That's all.
He just left.
Huh?
He just like he's gone guy.
Yeah, he got lucky. He's a lucky man.
You
Lucky
really
man.
don't think he could beat you in a fight?
Who? The dude under the table?
Yeah. What do you think?
It's like the new thing. Accent, obviously. Like,
Well, no, I wouldn't beat you,
know
in a fight.
damn well he can't beat me.
But like, what if he like we gave him like pain
I think he
tolerance?
should like be able to like, and look, he could pray every day. I could be sick. I could probably still have my leg messed up. He still loses.
Jamal is a good sport for this. Diamond Gym is the least optimal way to train ever. Yeah. Diamond Gym is Diamond Gym is a content factory. Yeah. And the no water plus infinite volume can literally be harmful to some. Yeah, absolutely harmful. Fucking yourself up, possibly like irreparably, if you actually trained like they train in Diamond Gym. That place is ridiculous. But again, it's a content house. That's all it is.
Well, going back to like the Jake Paul guy, like what like if you were to go in like a real boxing match, what's his best? Like he could hypothetically cheat. What's it? You think he'd take you like on steroids or what?
No,
How do you think he wins that?
he doesn't.
No way.
Jamal is starting to get fed up with this. This must be why this interview is only 28 minutes. Jamal is not having this at this point. I feel like even the first humans knew insanely hard work with no water equals bad. Yeah. Water is a foundation of human existence. Jesus. You can get Rabdo and piss out your dead muscle cells. Oh, yeah. Rabdo. Yeah, absolutely. Rapid degeneration.
No.
What if he does like those knuckles, like the glass
knuckles.
brass knuckles?
Like, do I know about this beforehand?
No. Like you're coming in with boxing gloves, and then he comes in with the knuckles, and then you're like, "Wait, what's this?" And then the referee's like, "Okay, the fight starts," and he comes at you like swinging with the knuckles.
I don't think you want to know what would happen if he did some shit like that.
Will you start trying to kick him?
Nah, it'd be a whole different other story. But that's different things, though.
Fair enough.
His questions have definitely gotten better over time, it would seem. Jamal checking to make sure that he doesn't have any messages from Joanna.
Do you think in the future it would be a good business move for the UFC to allow the heavyweight men to fight the lightweight division women?
No.
Really? You think what about like any man versus any woman's?
But you know, hey, I'm not a promoter. I'm here to fight. I promote myself, so you know, They can do whatever they gonna do is what they gonna do.
Really?
You never know, bro. People can identify as a bush now. So, you know.
Is it bush?
those big
That's me. I'm the bush. Drinking water right now. Thank the Lord for water. Water is good. That is legitimately true. Always got the Yama chalice filled with crystal clear water. When it's not the bowl, it's the elixir.
guys identifies as a lightweight. And in some crazy way that we're headed,
Hey, Matan, you're dreaming.
I'm just talking shit. No, that wouldn't happen.
I'm getting a phone call from my rabbi.
He himself is his own ringtone. That's funny.
I wanted you to do that. I'm hungry. I think I'm about to slide.
No. No. You $30,000?
Look, Jamal. It's looking off to his management like, come on, man. You got to save me here. Help me out. Thinkers Team Bush. I do have a particular appreciation for it. Yes. If someone has a fluffy enough bush and another has spiky enough stubble, I think it'd work as Velcro. Shower thoughts.
Oh, there's food for you, I guess. No, hey!
Hey, yo, Mike.
They rolled a
pass me that
can
Coke?
at him.
You can't. It's $30,000 at Treasure Island. You want to talk to my rabbi? He just spent $30,000 playing poker at Treasure Island.
Did he feel like he was gonna win?
He lost all the money. Michael, you have brain damage.
He wants his crutch. They gave him a cane.
$30,000.
Hey, yo, don't smooth me, y'all.
Treasure Island.
Oh, wow, bro. Keep grinding, my boy.
Thank you, brother. How much, real quick, how much is it gonna cost you to take out my rabbi for me? You just wasted all my money. I need it back, quick.
Oh, bro, that's bad. That's karma with the up there, bro. I can't do it.
What if I give you like 50 grand and then now he owes me 80?
50 grand.
You wouldn't,
50 grand.
you wouldn't take him out for 50 grand?
It's 50 grand.
That's right. Good answer. Good answer for a gangster. 50 grand? What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me?
You don't gotta kill him, just like a, like.
Listen, you keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna work. You're gonna get up. And you gonna realize 50 grand ain't shit.
What about 100?
You gotta whenever you offer somebody something though, right? And you do it big, you gotta understand how many times would this person make that in their life?
At least once.
Me. How many times do you think I would make 50 grand in my life?
Yeah, like, at least once. At a minimum, for sure. Maybe 2 or 3 times.
Way more. Yeah, let me try that. I do that more though. That's like a night. But it's you'll love it. You'll see.
Jamal trying to give him unk wisdom on the way out and still maintain some type of air about him. It's like trying to casually, calmly and smoothly exit this ridiculous situation. I appreciate it. I also appreciate you. Raid up 2112. Raid up. Chi Wee Wee. Thank you very much for following. Welcome. Welcome to the Blood Palm. Thank you. Chi Wee Wee.
You make 50 grand a lot. If somebody make 50 grand a lot of times, I doubt 50 grand wouldn't be worth risking a life for. You know what I mean? We're talking murder here.
All right. I guess Chi-wee-wee to that. I guess there you have it. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think Matan has certainly gotten better over time. But yeah, I mean, he's an interesting character, dude. I certainly like what he does. I am a fan. I am a fan. We'll have to come back. We'll have to do the Dom Cruz interview. I definitely am interested in that. You know, we'll do a Matan part 2 on one of these other days of MMA winter. Of course, we still have a couple weeks before we have fights back again in the UFC. So we'll catch back up on it. But all right, guys. We did the damn thing. We did 2 episodes when I thought we were only going to do 1. I've got more of a film to watch so that I can get prepared for MMA on film. Of course, keep your eyes open for the announcement. I will be making a channel post in the community tab to let you know about, the film. Obviously, I already told you, so you're already filled in if you were on this stream, of course, because you are a real one. But I will also be making a post about it. Probably either a day or 2 before we decide when we're actually going to do the live stream. So keep your eyes open for that. MMA on Film is coming back very soon. And I appreciate you guys being here for this one. This was fun. This was another fun. I like doing these little fluff ones every once in a while. It's nice to not always have to be watching fights, even though of course fights are the main thing I like to watch all the time. But it varies it up a little bit, keeps it interesting for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. WTJF coming in at the very last minute here. Matan the GOAT. Yeah, bro. Go watch the VOD. We went through 2 Matan episodes, one with Payton Talbott and one with Jamal Hill. And certainly enlightening, I guess you could say. Matan's very funny. I did enjoy this. So, all right, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out for this one. I appreciate it. We will be back very soon for more stuff. You know that is the case. Always something coming around the corner on the channel. If you have not watched the Ilya Taporia video already, make sure that you check that out. Give it a like. Use your boosts on some of the stuff from the channel. Apparently they're helping out, and I appreciate that very much as well. Hopefully another video coming soon if there's something that needs to be a video made about it. If not, we're looking for more fights, so there might be a watch along coming as well. You know the deal. Thank you very much for hanging out. Make sure that you liked this stream as well. That always helps too. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your night. Great rest of your week. And as always, fight on.
It's